Okay, we're here. We're live.
From the Lodge Mahal in beautiful Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
You're in there.
And a little heads-up challenge.
Yeah.
Terrace, the Cowboy, versus Doug Polk. Playing a little 25-50 heads-up.
Start by raising.
We're getting the party started early.
Two dealers. Clayton and the pride of Ukraine, Anastasia. And a pretty good hand to start off the show.
It could happen.
$275.
Terrace looking cool in his cowboy hat. Everybody looks good in a black cowboy hat. Doug comes along. Going to be looking for a king or a jack. See if Terrace continues with his ace. Both players buying in for 10,000.
Check.
$850.
$850.
Doug fires out $850. Hand number one.
Check.
What will Doug do here? Was telling a story on the turn.
$3,000.
There he goes. Pot-sized bed on the river. Going to be very difficult for Terrace. This is hand number one.
Good.
What do you got over there, Terrace?
Ace queen.
Ace queen, no diamond?
Diamond.
It's pretty easy fold.
Yeah. What did you have?
King Jack. King Jack.
Doug gets it through.
Well, how'd you beat, essentially?
You had me beat. You had me beat, Terrace.
God. Knew it.
We're off to a great start. Oh, great.
I was like seriously thinking about it, and then you convinced me.
Nice.
It worked.
Nice. I did some good speech play for once.
It was good, yeah.
For once.
I didn't know you were like a speech player type of guy.
I'm not really, but I needed you to really think it was a fold there.
Is that a fold or no?
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely the right play.
125.
I think fold turn probably, but I fold. Take it down. You're on the board.
Well, we'll try to stay out of the way as
know,
much as
there's-
possible
If we
to
played
listen
the
to a
mid
bunch of
game,
table talk.
it would be equivalent to playing antes.
You want to play Nick game in this?
No, but I'm saying it would be equivalent to antes.
If you want to mix up and do the Nick game in heads up, I'll play with you. You're like first to win 3. First
Yeah,
to
but
win.
that's equivalent to antes. Like, I'm just saying.
Well, it'd be like this. Like you have to win 3,
Oh, like that.
and then if you win 3, you win a prize from the other player. Or we can play normal, whatever you want to do.
Let's just play normal for,
Okay,
for a little
sounds
while.
good.
Let me get it settled in.
Okay, get settled in.
And Nicole?
Just saw a heads-up match yesterday.
Nice. We got him on
T1000
tilt hand one.
overcame a
That's really-
$16,000 deficit.
You tricked me too.
I
mean, I was gonna
tricked
fold.
you.
No, but I'm saying like you made me fold faster than like I normally would.
I didn't trick you. That's a really funny thing to say when someone tells. What's that Tony G. Phil Hellmuth clip? Of course I lied, Phil. It's poker. You know what I'm talking about?
375.
All right, take another one down. I fold.
Yeah,
I'm the
yesterday,
best.
That seemed pretty bluffy to me, Terrence.
T1000 overcame $16,000 deficit to beat Jungleman by about $900.
So what do we got?
And yesterday's
we got a nice little
heads up.
Forrest here today. This
Forrest.
reminds me of Forrest Gump when he's running. You know? Yeah.
Great shot of what's above the fireplace.
125. Oh wow, that easy. I'm dominating, Doug.
Yeah, keep trying it.
Got a great weekend of poker scheduled for you tomorrow. A 5-10 cash stream. And then Sunday at 3 p.m. You are not going to want to miss it. Put it on your calendar.
400 again.
400?
High stakes at the lodge.
Last time I had ace
Doug,
queen.
Rampage, Hook,
I did notice that.
three
Just
coin,
letting you know. I might have ace
Jungleman, and other special guests could appear. Hook,
You know what? I think you would. I think you'd three-bet ace queen. I think you would.
queen, which is what I did.
trips for Terrace.
$275.
275.
Is there a worse flop? What do you think, Terrace?
I did have the ace. I can't show you the.
Oh, I'm glad,
Kicker that
I'm glad diamonds didn't come.
Southpaw Rivets
might have
that
actually
Terrace is the
literally had
best
ace
player that ever played at the
You might
lodge.
have.
Yes.
I think you probably know.
Well, yeah. I might not. Wait, hang on. Yeah, 125.
425.
425?
So the right raise size is 425, not 400.
They're fine. They're all fine.
Cumulative winnings dug up about a grand.
That's really. Do the thing that makes
There's some difference.
do
early.
the thing that makes you happy.
Yeah, okay.
If you're worrying about the 25 on the 3-bet, you got bigger problems probably.
I need to ask chat, who do you think is going to
I
win
still,
this heads-up
but I mean,
challenge?
like both of us. Like generally, when you play heads up,
Yeah, I agree.
I check.
Will it be Doug
Like you need to know
or
the right
Terrace?
amount.
I agree.
Check.
Doug's pair, Terrace's pair of nines is good here, but Doug's going to fire out.
Half size pot, huh? Interesting.
You know what I appreciate about this match today? Everything I do, I know is going to get some respect, you know? Like, he's going to think about it. He's going to consider it. It's nice.
What does that mean? Why half size?
I don't know.
Why not an overbet? I check.
I think this one's not good to bluff with. I give up.
Show no.
I got a 9.
Nine's good.
Yeah.
You're on the board again.
Am I supposed to bet there on the river or probably
No,
not?
no, you're good. So is that how it's going to go today? Every hand, I'm going to give you like a little post play.
I like that, yeah.
You want me? Do you want me to tell you what I think about your hand?
Yes, yes, that would be amazing.
All right, you got it, Paris. I'll give you an honest assessment. Win or lose, I'll give you an honest assessment.
There we go. We may get some
125.
heads up by Doug Polk
It's almost like a coaching session, but
coaching
poker.
today.
Sure, but like except I'm losing EV. You know, but other than that,
It's actually a kind of fun way to, yeah, it would be a fun way to teach people.
Check.
It's like play against me and I'll coach you a little bit.
Like, what's your hourly rate for coaching? I'll get to play me 25.50.
I'll check.
Doug's queen's way out front. Terrace looking for a cowboy, but Doug's going to fire out.
450.
Little overbet here, 450 into 250. Terrace will lay it down.
What did you show?
Ten of spades.
Ten of spades.
Doug shows him the 10.
Yeah, no, overbetting is good in that turn. 2 flush draws, big turn. Solver likes overbetting there. You go 150%.
Already 750 people watching. Listen, I have a secret to tell you about tomorrow's stream. But before we get to that secret to tell, we need
came to 3 bets
500 likes. So hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Actually, it's for Sunday
have
stream.
this
I've got a
green.
secret to tell you.
Is that going to be the meme today?
And a call.
$300.
300. Call.
Check.
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 Doug with the hockey sticks. Will he fire out? 1450 in the pot.
Sevens.
He says, no, I'll take it to showdown. Terrace will win it with his jacks.
I almost had ace queen.
Big shout out to our moderators,
There are
as
other
always,
hands like
VW Bug and Yoda of Chatsville.
Ace Jack, another good 3-way hand. I thought you played that hand well, Terrace.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be here for the next few hours. Cumulative winnings, almost even. Doug had taken an early lead after that first hand. Doug up about 175. Clayton will be our shuffler. Anastasia, our first dealer. We will have a couple different teams of dealers. We're going to try to get as many hands as possible. Want to welcome everyone. This is a heads-up challenge. Remember, tomorrow will be a 5-10 cash game, and then Sunday are high
I
stakes.
like that we've been playing for 6-7 hands, and you've already got your stacks and just random scattered.
Well,
It's okay. I know.
3
I know how
p.m.
much you
Central
like when
on
you start
Sunday.
at 10,
Join
I can see
us.
my
It'll be
chips,
an
so
extra
I'm
long
excited.
show.
you can just
But it's
subtract.
Sit back,
Every single
plan
time
your
your
Sunday.
stack becomes just a.
High stakes at the lodge.
125.
125.
Okay, I'll try to maintain my stack, Doug.
Very nice.
I'll do my best.
Anastasia, how many Ukrainians wear cowboy hats?
75.
75.
75 total?
Yeah.
No, it's not total. It's just,
Raise.
Anastasia, the dealer, and Taras, both from Ukraine. Doug raises here with top pair. Taras is going to come along with his queen 7 offsuit. Backdoor heart draw. Doug now with 2 pair and the check mark.
Check.
Doug hoping Terrace
500.
will see this as weakness, his check. What does Doug do here? Will he bring the boom?
$2,500.
Yes, he's bringing the boom. Raises to 2,500 in Terrace. Let's see how long he waits before he says, let's go on to hand number 11.
You were trapping, probably.
You'll see it on TV, Terrace.
I don't think he had hearts. Oh, I'll just say that.
Double check raises are usually pretty specific hands.
See, like, I don't know that stuff.
Yeah. So that's why you're here. We're here to learn. And read. Learn and read.
The old
You
double.
know, I've been reading before
check
bed every
raise.
day, and I feel like it's really been helping my sleep. Yeah.
Learn and read, huh? That's good. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah, reading's good.
Check it.
Check. 75.
Over 1,000 already in chat. We've put a challenge out there. Get to 500, and I'll tell you a special secret about Sunday's high stakes
you
game
read?
that
I've
you're
been
all
reading
going
a lot of different
to get
kinds
quite
of
a kick out
self-improvement
of.
type books. I just finished Circadian Code. It's about the body's internal
Sleeping.
clocks and
Let me see.
ways to kind of optimize that. All the good things about it.
125.
125. Raise 425.
Learned a lot of good things. Morning sunlight, big. Eating within a time restricted window, very helpful.
Both players
Blue light exposure late, bad.
with a premium starting
Other
hand.
cool stuff too.
Yeah.
Now I'm reading a book
Terrace.
on the psychology of money.
Oh.
Very interesting.
Dominating Doug with the jack.
Have you read Bill Perkins' book?
Yeah,
That was your.
That was
yeah,
it,
it's a
yeah.
good book.
Yeah.
I like it.
some very interesting concepts on that. What's my bet strategy on these? I think it's low frequency 1/3. Like mid frequency 1/3.
Check.
Do you like that, Terrace?
What's my best strategy here?
I'm not going to coach you in the hand. You gotta at least play your hand.
I'll check.
Okay.
Goes
Cagey
check, check. To the turn we go. There's the ace for Terrace and the check mark.
Check.
Doug coming down to the end of his Club WPT Gold Code Doug Challenge.
600.
Will he keep his hair? That is the question. I think Doug actually secretly was looking forward to shaving the dome.
That's enters.
Am I supposed to bet frequently there? I feel like not that frequently. Ace is not that good for my range, I guess.
I think it's medium frequency.
Okay. I think I did well.
Size is good. Played it well. Well, your bet.
Depending on what
Depending on what you had.
which I'm not going to reveal quite yet.
Yeah, you don't have to reveal anything.
125.
425.
425.
Terrace with the ladies. Doug with some Broadway cards. Terrace
Last time I did
3
this,
bets.
I had
Doug will come along to see the
Jack,
flop.
ace
Oh,
queen.
it could be ace jack or ace queen. Wow. Should you really be giving me all that information?
Well, you saw all these
Watch
hands.
out here, Doug. It's a jack.
$300.
300.
Doug looking for a jack or a 10. Now picks up a few more outs.
Check.
Check.
Deuce of diamonds will not work, and Terrace with another check mark. Doug has had a lot of heads-up challenges.
Check.
Overall, he's way up. But his last heads-up challenge with Frankie, he lost a few $1,000. Overall, and I think it's coming up on half a dozen heads-up challenges.
1,000.
1,000.
Way up. If we lumped them all together. So Doug fires out here. Terrace doesn't like
Jack 10.
the king, but he makes the call anyways.
Queens.
Terrace will show the queens and take down
Nice hand.
a $3,450 pot.
You got me, Terrace.
I'm glad you bet. I was thinking of betting myself.
It's probably the worst hand I bet.
Big shout out to chat.
But
I
you're
see Luis
trying to
out
get me
there,
to
Knit
call
Bull,
that. Well,
Stone Cold Killer.
maybe with ace high.
9, a 7,
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, on this beautiful Friday.
8.
Do you think it would have been a good idea
worse
to raise
jack.
with queens then? Probably not, right?
That would have probably been too much, I think.
125.
125.
The Art of PLO tomorrow. Tell you about that after this hand. We usually have the Art of Poker. How about it's PLO month here at the Lodge. We are celebrating the 4-card game that Joey Ingram loves so much, and Andrew Neeme, and so many other people. It's PLO month
75.
here at the Lodge.
Raise 250.
Couple diamonds for Doug. Raises here.
Call 250.
Call.
Doug with the flush. Terrace will get rid of it.
Nice hand, Doug.
Thank you, Terrace.
And as I mentioned, the
that
Art of
side.
PLO,
Yeah.
$10,000 guarantee.
Different arguments on the turn.
Then later on in the month, the PLO Monster, a $300 buy-in, April 9th through the 13th. That starts next week.
Oh,
250.
PLO Monster, a $100,000 guarantee on a $300 buy-in. If you like PLO, this is the place.
I think this is a fold.
Oh,
Queen
good.
deuce, is that a fold?
What was?
Like, I'm saying queen deuce, is that a fold?
Queen deuce is a fold.
You owe me 50. You owe him 50.
Toxic
you
Gator fan says, when do we get an Art of Deuces Wild? I love it.
Rules are rules. you
That's
know.
my turn.
We're sticklers here at the lodge.
I'm okay with paying. I don't mind.
Thank you for the super chat.
$125.
125.
Terrace with 7 deuce suited.
425.
Fold. 7 deuce. Suited. Suited.
Suited.
Offsuit, I fold.
It's a good fold.
Suited, I raise.
That's good. That's the correct strategy.
Yeah.
You're on.
Yes,
You're,
yes.
You're firing on all cylinders today, Terrace.
125.
This is probably a fold. Deuce 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
That would be a
good.
fold.
Excellent. So far, I'm doing, wow. I'm waiting for a moment when Doug says, okay, Terrace, that was terrible what you just did.
I'm sure we'll have a chance.
Well, we don't know that. We'll find out.
With 1,300 people watching, like I said, once we get to 500 likes, I've got some breaking news I can tell you about Sunday's game that you are going to, it's just going to make a much see
Check.
stream even worth more watching. So we need 500 likes for me to release that vital information as we see both players flopping a pair.
Call.
4 would be kind of a spicy card.
Check. $250. Call. Check.
Check. I got a 9.
That's good.
9 is good. Terrace wins another one.
Should I bet one more time in the
No.
river? No. Good.
Terrace asking for confirmation on how he's playing each hand.
Man, everything I'm doing is just brilliant.
I know. Where have you been studying?
Whatever is written on your shirt.
Whatever.
Lucid poker.
Lucid poker. I'm gonna tell a story, Terrace. You messaged me the other day, and he says, "Hey, Doug, you should really get Lucid poker for Apple,
For iPhone.
for iPhone." I said, "Terrace, we have Lucid poker for iPhone. Did you check the store?" He said, "Oh, it's in here. Great."
I thought it was only
You
for
didn't
like.
even look.
I was just 100% sure that it wasn't there for some
Why?
reason.
Why were you sure?
I don't know. Maybe some kind of bias. I checked.
Check.
We are available on iOS and Android.
Wow.
75.
Is this a recent thing?
Lucid?
No, like on iPhone and Android.
Not that recent. I would guess like a year ago, 8 months ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm completely out of touch then, I call.
But we have a good development team. Things are moving along. Very happy with it lately.
Check.
Check. Check.
Queen is good here. It's on Terrace. Just 400 in the pot. And he's going to bluff with the best hand, it looks like, reaching for some chips.
175.
75.
Going to fire out 175. Doug says you can have it with my 10-4.
Good fold. I had something there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I did
thought he
not.
had queen high. He
Very
had the
little.
straight. My bad. My
Very, very,
bad.
very little.
Maybe I
Queen
should've
high was
checked to make you
good,
bluff.
just as good as the straight.
Yeah.
Cumulative winnings, Terrace up 1,000 early.
I should have done that.
125.
I wanted to make it look even better. Yes, thank you, chat. I did see the straight at the end.
I'm adding 1,000.
My bad. Count that as my one mistake for the day.
Yeah.
I get one bad one, okay? I apologize.
125.
But you have to agree that the queen high would have won too.
I don't know. Jack 6, fold.
It's good. But Terrace, the pre-flop stuff, you can just look that up. That's not really very advanced coaching from Doug, is it? You're just using me like you're using lucid poker, basically.
Just double checking. Just double checking.
That's a good fold. I like it. It's right in the cusp.
Yeah, exactly.
125.
Which is why I'm asking. It's
Check.
$75.
75.
I'm going to fold, but Terrace, I have one of the few hands that you folded 100 big blinds, but you call deeper. Do you know what it is?
Probably not. Like some kind of like backdoor flush draw or something like that.
Backdoor flush draw, there's no flop.
There you
Seven
go.
suited.
7 deuce suited.
Wait, so you call deeper with that?
Yeah, you folded 100 blinds.
No, but we're playing 200 blinds, aren't we?
That's why I called. Oh, no, wait. I called, right?
You folded.
I folded. Oh.
Ooh, Terrace.
But like,
No, I folded the flop. Yeah, I folded
questioning
the
the
flop. And then this one.
the
is a fold.
professor.
Really getting a lot of these.
Doug,
I folded the flop, sorry. Yeah, what am I talking
2
about?
7 deuces in a row.
yeah, it was a little confusing.
Backdoor flush draws, you're going to float versus the small size almost always. I was too excited to share my knowledge.
No, I,
It was bad
it's
delivery.
interesting. So, 125.
125.
A lot of these same hands.
So Terrace taking an early lead in this. Doug getting some pretty horrible starters the last 3 or so hands. Big shout out to our stream sponsor, Club WPT Gold, the newest sweepstakes model online poker platform available in the majority of the U.S. and Canada.
Queen 3.
Sign up today.
Probably might be a call.
ClubWPTGold.com. Use code LODGE.
Meh,
It's a good fold, Terrace.
Who knows?
Give this guy more ace queens. I like those three pots, you know?
Well, I'll 3-bet with some other unpredictable hands. Not just ace queens. Oh my
As I
god.
mentioned earlier, I'm going to try to stay out of the way as long as possible. Let you hear all the good table
That's
talk.
fine. You're
Not a lot of defense here today.
cool. Now I know for sure this is a defend hand.
Both players
Check.
involved. Terrace dominating Doug's hand, but Doug hits bottom pair on this flop.
Check. Check.
Doug will check it. To the river we go. And Doug with the check mark. Over to Terrace. Let's see if he wants to take a stab at this. Just 400 in the middle.
Just trying to calculate the pot.
All right, go for it. Need some help?
250 plus 150. Yeah, so $400. $600.
Little overbet here from Terrace. $600 into a $400 pot. Bluffing with his queen high.
Interesting one, Terrace. Well, you don't have an 8, so you have an ace or better. Don't think you got ace queen.
Logical.
My hand's pretty nice. All right, you earned it.
Call.
He makes the call.
You win, I think.
Yep.
You win, I think.
I think. Maybe queen high is good.
No, queen high's not going to be good, Terrace.
Queen high
It'd
is
be funny
not
if you
good.
somehow called and queen high is good.
It would be funny. It would be funny.
Okay.
Don't forget the true free roll later this month. All you got to do is be a member of the lodge here in Austin. We have a free roll tournament April 26th at 12:15 p.m. Arrive early to lock up your seat. $0 buy-in. Go to the cage, tell them you want to play in the free roll.
Such a nice hand.
You can
We need to get
rebuy
the aces versus kings going.
in
Let's
$20
get some
increments
blood.
during
Little blood in the water.
the registration
I agree.
period.
Extra
But
watch,
free,
that's how you
I
do
agree.
free
Let's
roll
go.
on April
Aces versus kings. I
26th.
give the aces.
It was hugely popular last time we did it. So you're going to want to get here early. All you got to do is be a member of Lodge Card Club Austin.
A lot of pre-flop folding today.
Is that normal? Or
This has been a lot. There's been a lot of bad hands. The dealers must not like us very much, Terrace.
125.
it's always the dealer's fault. I call.
Call 125.
Check.
Check.
Terrace turns the jack. Doug going to be looking for a 5 or a 9.
And call.
There's the call. We'll head to the river. 550 in the pot. The ace of spades on the river brings backdoor
That's not a good card,
spades.
Terrace. It's a not good card
For who?
for you. That's a not good card. How's he going to play it?
$400.
400.
The hell, Terrace?
Terrace
400?
does not heed
That makes like no sense.
Doug's advice and bets anyways.
That makes so little sense. I guess you could just be betting a jack.
Ha!
It's kind
Doug.
of scary here.
Too good. Too good.
All right.
And a call.
He was. He was
I
betting a jack.
Nice hand. Good value bet.
I know you like to call me down a lot.
Scary spot to bet a jack, though. Pretty easy to have an ace.
Yeah, you could. But
You knew your customer,
But I
Terrace.
was hoping that you'll just call me with something like.
That's always in play.
125. Call.
Check.
Check.
$75.
75. Call.
Doug with the gut shot here.
Check.
Check.
Either player with a pair, Terrace,
Check.
is going to check it here, and we'll go to the river. Another queen, so that Jack will play for Terrace.
Full under.
Fold.
Fold.
I feel like that was might have been a bluff.
Might have been.
Doug gets one through with
Middle,
8
middle
high.
flush.
I don't think it was a flush.
Oh, yeah? What gave it away?
I think you checked on the turn, or I don't know. I don't know. It didn't feel like a flash. I play by feel, you know.
Okay.
Chip values, greens are
Might have got
25,
bluffed. I don't
blacks
know.
are
See it on
100.
TV.
I didn't have like much.
Gotcha.
Just for the
Jack
fun
high.
of it, Terrace has
Could have been good.
a longhorn chip
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
behind him. That's $25,000
there.
just in case.
That would be like a nice highlight reel. Terrace calls Doug with Jack high and wins.
I prefer the loses variation.
Well, but that's not interesting.
It's still interesting.
It would be boring.
It's just different.
It would be a lot more boring. Like
It's true.
Jack.
Haven't really seen any train wrecks through 33 hands. But this is heads up poker. Doug will take that one down with his king, and we'll go on to hand number 34.
I want to get into some tough situations where the pots are huge, like someone's all in or something like that. Are we gonna get to that point at some point?
I mean, we've had a lot of hands with like 8-3 off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of hard for that to happen, you know?
Doug with ace jack. Gonna raise. Terrace will get out of the way.
Nice hand. Ace king, yeah.
Terrace is
jack.
also
Ace jack.
rooting for some
Still good
action.
enough for a 3-bet.
Oh yeah. I did it before.
I know, that's fun.
125.
So, the two dealers here, you guys have seen a lot of people play poker, right? Have you ever seen someone worse at organizing their stack in your life? You can be honest. Have you ever seen anyone this bad?
God, probably not. Oh, well, maybe it would like 1-3.
Is it the worst?
But this is just
the-
how-
Jungleman was pretty bad yesterday with stacking his
Let me
chips.
rephrase that because you don't want to be negative about players. Is it the most disorganized?
Got a black chip in the green pile.
It's always good.
Doug
That's
flopping
always good.
trips
Because
here.
I win a lot of hands. That's what happens.
Oh, it's the winning. It's all the winning.
If I was
oh.
Doug, if I was losing, my stack would be very organized.
You're even. What are you like? Are you winning slightly? Yeah, you're winning slightly. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the best. Thank you. Check. If I take down Doug today, this will crown me as the #1 heads-up player in the world.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Terrace does turn a pair here.
Well, at least in my mind, it will be.
Doug with trips, and it's on terrace. Yeah, we got 204 hands in yesterday between T1000 and Jungleman. Who knows how many we'll get in? Jungleman and T1000 were playing a little slower than the pace we've got going right now.
575.
Doug going to fire out about a 3/4 pot size bet. Terrace. Looks like he's at least going to come along.
575.
As he turns a pair. Two queens on the board. Much less likely that Doug would have a queen in his hand. So the queens and eights are pretty decent, right? The deuce isn't going to change much for Terrace. If he thought he might be good on the turn, he's certainly going to think he's good on the river. About 65% pot size bet there. Don't see how Terrace is going to be able to get away from this. He makes the call, and Doug's going to win a nice one.
I don't know.
$4,600 pot.
Good call with an 8 or bad call?
It's a good call.
1300.
It's a cooler.
It is a cooler.
A little bit of a cooler.
No, well, now you're not winning anymore, so let's see those organized stacks.
All right, let's do it. Well, the thing is, like, I don't have time to organize. Like, I always have to constantly, like...
I don't have time to organize my chips. The time it takes to organize your chips, folks.
125.
Fold.
125.
See where we're at. The likes. I'm dying to tell you the secret about Sunday's game, but
More than Terrace.
with 1,600 people in the
that?
chat, we need a
probably
few
should've
more
lost more.
likes for me to unveil the
With
secret.
an 8 there?
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, you could have, like, overbet or something like that. That would have been painful.
Bro.
Ah, that would have been so painful. God.
Let me know where
I
everybody's
was actually
tuning
gonna
in
mainly
from all
overbet,
over the
but
world.
I like to sometimes bet smaller so that it
Try to give you a shout
it's
out.
not always a weak hand, you know? In case you want to check raise me. I
Top
got
pair
some
here for
strong
Doug,
stuff.
bottom pair for Terrace.
325.
That's an overbet.
It is, yeah.
What does that mean?
It means this is a good flop for my range.
It's not a bad flop from my range either. Well, not from my range, but from my hand. Check.
Doug also now with the heart draw.
Check.
Let me think about this. Check.
Check.
$600.
600.
Terrace with middle pair, facing a $600 bet.
3,000.
Oh my goodness. Terrace comes back over the top for 3,000.
Terrace, I have a very good hand to put it in here with. Very good hand. Unlikely I'm going to let this one go. But I'll think about it for a moment. Let me think about this.
Terrace has Doug thinking about folding top pair. Terrace with the 3 raised to 3,000.
I guess this could be 2 pair. King 5, King 2. You're kind of saying you have a flush. I don't know if my hand's just, I think, probably too good to let this go. Terrace.
Doug reaching for calling chips. He makes the call. It's the biggest pot of the day.
Am I supposed to fold this? I don't think so. All right, Terrace, I call.
Makes the call.
Looks like you win. What do you have there?
King Jack with a heart.
Just top pair?
Top pair, but I have a heart. The Jack of Hearts.
I see. Yeah.
Doug saying the heart in his hand makes it less likely Terrace could have the flush
If I
there.
didn't have a heart with it, I would fold. But I have a heart.
Yeah.
You're saying you have a flush, mainly.
Yeah, I know, I am. I should have had a heart in my hand.
Well, you had some heart here. Inside.
There you go. Want to say hello to some folks. Stephen from Malta, Nick the Greek from Belgium, Dry Ice from Naples,
After this hand, I'm going to add on 5K. Is that
Pirate
Yeah, go for
Money
it.
from Ireland.
Yeah, next hand is fine.
cool? Next hand.
People from all over the world watching today. B34 from Glasgow, Scotland. Perramain, San Antonio, South Austin. We thank each of you for joining us and spending some time with us on the Lodge live stream. Without you, wouldn't be any fun.
About how much we got over there, Terrace? I'm gonna need to know.
Was that?
About how much are you playing right now?
Let me organize my stack.
Organize it up. We'll take a quick break here. We're gonna organize.
Terrace has announced he wants to add on 5,000 after this hand. Our graphics are showing he has about 4,400 in his stack as he will stack them all together.
2,000, I think.
Got about 5.5 to start. All right. Thank you, Terrace.
Check.
Double check what I have here. Check.
River is the 7. Terrace, the 7 from heaven. Gives him trips.
$1,200.
1,200.
Okay. Cool.
Beckett Tolenbayev says poker and gambling is
Yeah, I'm adding 5.
legally prohibited. I guess that means illegal, but I'm here watching the stream. Well, thank you. Don't get yourself in trouble by watching the stream. That's the definition of a true gambler. I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, Bakit
Check.
Tolenbayev. Which country, Bakit?
75.
There's the call from Terrace. Jack 8 offsuit. Doug in great shape here. Now he's got the check mark.
Check.
Running diamonds. Doug with a diamond in his hand and the ace for a pair of aces and a rather small pot.
$300.
300. Got a call?
There's the call, and Doug will win another one.
Nice hand. Good check.
Had the ace queen. Had to lure you in. What are we reading, Safi?
Pockets from
Prime.
Kyrgyzstan.
Did
Next
they do
to
it?
Kazakhstan,
They did it.
Uzbekistan, and China. Well,
Makes
welcome.
sense.
125.
125. Fold.
I believe Doug is up about 5,000. There you go. Just as I said it, I thought he was. Doug's up 5,075 early on. We're about a little, just in a few minutes, it'll be 1 hour into the stream.
Check.
75. Fold.
I think that's a fold. Feels like a fold.
You want to play on the Lodge live stream, a couple ways you can do it. Fill out our player form in the link in the description below, or email Skull Mike. His email address, skullmike@lodgecc.com, or DM him on his Instagram or Twitter, @SkullMikePoker. Let him know when you're going to be in the Austin, Texas area. Start the conversation. We are looking for players, always looking for players. One thing, though,
All right, my stack is a lot more organized now. Doug.
Good job. I'm
we
proud of
could
you.
make you a star.
Thank you.
125.
I enjoy your praise.
We've done it before.
Fold.
It's a borderline. Jack 6. Oh.
One could say Terrace is a star from playing on the Lodge live stream as much as he does. We love Terrace.
$125.
I told him to wear that cowboy hat. I'm a firm believer. Everyone looks good in a black cowboy hat. Everyone. Men, women, kids. Prove me wrong.
Not getting any big hands for a while.
It's heads up. You just have a lot of shitty hands.
Yeah.
Just over and over again, you just have another shitty hand, you know? And then you got to try and live life with your shitty hand.
Fold.
It's a good metaphor for the real world.
Yeah, but then once in a while, you get like
You
this.
get aces,
Well,
kings,
something like that.
something good, something you can sink your teeth into. Ooh, even ace queen. Can you imagine? Oh man, what a world.
Yeah, this is a fold again. God, just non-stop bad cards.
Two-dealer
These
rotation.
dealers must not like you, Terrace.
Clayton, the all-time shuffler. Anastasia pitching the cards.
Dealer, you'd get some good cards, but I guess
Yeah,
not.
well, I
Huh?
was hoping. That was my expectation. For some reason, it's not exactly going according to plan.
Oh man.
Check it.
Bottom pair for Taurus. Terrace? Used to call him Taurus. I think it is Taurus, really, but I asked him one day. Terrace, Taurus? He said it doesn't matter. Terrace is good.
$325.
25. Fold.
So 1 hour into our stream, we've given you 47 hands in an hour.
This could have been that huge hand, possibly.
Not too shabby.
If you'd let me see a turn, I could have been in there. I could turn some stuff, but I didn't have anything on the flop.
Fold.
Oh, I had a pair.
I had 3-7.
Got like 8. You got like 10 and 9K? Yeah, let's say 9K. Okay.
All right, let me add another 5K. Is that
You
okay?
got it. Go for it.
Is that cool?
That's
You don't
cool.
mind?
Terrace bringing on another
Raise.
Raise 120.
piece of bubble
10K
gum.
cap has been lifted.
Those pink chips,
made it.
$5,000 each.
125.
So now Terrace in for 20,000.
Fold.
425. Fold.
So that's how we can keep track of things.
I want to see some raise, re-raise, like pre-flop, like crazy.
Well, there's 2 of us, right? So you could be part of that. I've given you some chances. We kind of both have to decide to do it.
Katie says it's actually Taras.
Yeah.
125.
I get it, Katie. But I asked him. Terrace is fine with me saying Terrace.
Check.
But you are probably 100% correct. Have no reason to believe you'd be lying to me. Taras.
75.
75. Call. Check.
Okay, for Doug, open ender for Terrace.
$600.
Fold. That's enters.
Thank you.
Can't call a big bet.
Am I supposed to ever overbet in that spot? Or not
Depends
really?
how you play it. Some people do, some people don't. I don't, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. You could play overbets. Fold.
Fold.
Some stuff is preference, Terrace.
Okay. That's good.
Now I don't know what you had, so can't tell you if it was a good hand to do it with or not. But those are dead. You won.
This is good.
You won.
I didn't even, I don't know what I had.
I folded.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter what I had then. I'll be very upset if it was aces.
Oh.
Good thing I didn't look. It would tell me.
Oh man, we should have him check.
I didn't check. 125.
125. Call. Check.
Terrace hits his ace on the flop. Gut shot to Broadway. Little double gutter, like king or a 9 gets Doug the straight.
Call. Check.
Check mark for Doug. Hits his. Actually, the graphics were wrong there. Doug now with a pair of jacks. Terrace with his aces.
275.
275.
There's the 9. Doug now with the straight.
I check.
Straight.
Goes check, check, and Doug will take that one down.
I had a
Yeah,
lot of
the
outs.
jack.
I had a lot of outs.
He did have a ton of outs.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll recover from this.
Stay in the zone, Terrace. Stay in the zone. You got some good value there on the turn.
Welcome all 1,800 plus watching on this Friday afternoon.
I should know.
Thank you for joining us
Right. It was the right side.
for a little 25-50 heads up action. Actually, 1,900 now. Coming dangerously close to me being able to give you a little secret about Sunday's show.
You didn't.
I didn't go crazy.
Well, that really would have been crazy if you bet that reverse.
I check.
Check.
Check. Check.
Little small pot here. Terrace with trips. Trapping Doug a little bit. Here comes the boom. Reaching for raisin chips.
Raise.
Nice. The game is afoot.
There you go.
The game is afoot.
The old check raise on the river. Crafty.
He trapped me.
Maybe a bluff.
Either way, it was a nice play.
Doug still up 5,100.
I fell in.
Knew you didn't have the ace.
Good
Well,
read.
it's not that I didn't. I knew for sure, but like
That was a good read.
I would have bet like 10 to.
Who's playing poker this weekend? Let me know if you're playing and where you're going to play. I need to know. Hopefully it's at one of our two clubs, either here in Austin or about 80 miles to the south in San Antonio. Lodge Card Club off of Wurzbach. Another great place to play.
Heads up stats,
But where are
that
you
could be
playing?
cool. Some different ones.
Like you know, like that quadrant.
Yeah, the quadrant thing is not as good for heads up, but we could have some specialized ones would be cool, I think.
I think it could work. The quadrant.
The quadrant's much better in ring, though.
I'm all the way in the top right corner. Like
Loose aggressive?
I don't know if you watch the stream.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen it.
I'm like out of this world. Like,
It depends on the show.
Stack sizes, Doug. Bought in for 10, has not added on. Terrace is now bought in for 20.
yeah.
I was very excited you were here.
And I got to hang out with him quite a bit.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
So it was nice.
Danny says he'll be at the lodge
Ukrainians,
tonight.
You know, there's not that many.
There's more than you
Ukrainians.
think.
Well, there's not that many Ukrainians who play high stakes other than me. Do you know anyone else?
Well, I don't usually.
Come on, you know, like thousands of people.
I don't usually pop quiz people on their ethnicity, but
Pretty nice flop for
Sorry
Terrace. Flop into the joint.
fold.
And he's going to win a small one.
Wow, I had 7 high, Terrace.
I got punished again. I was supposed to win a huge one there.
What am I gonna do? I had 7 high.
I don't know, raise me or something. Like bluff
Raise
me.
you?
Bluff
7
me.
high?
Bluff me. Yeah.
I don't even have any outs.
Jonathan's heading to the
Well, you
lodge in
don't
about
need
an
outs.
hour.
Just
have
put
Bennett.
pressure
I
on.
want to have something at least if I'm going to.
Maybe playing at the lodge for the first time.
Okay.
If you are here for the
right,
first
thanks for
time,
letting
make
me
sure
know.
you ask, is Slick Rick in the room?
What are you
Because
gonna
I'll
do
give
with
you a
that
special
information?
gift.
Now when I put pressure on, you're like,
Yeah, then I know that
he's either got a
you
good
have
hand
some-
or he might have a bad hand.
or something that is reasonable.
True.
Like you know, some kind
I'm
of.
gonna mainly have reasonable hands, Terrace.
75.
All right, take it down.
Yeah, it's my role
think
as
I
lodge, the ambassador of the lodge.
So I had nothing.
I try to meet all the new,
Yeah, see, this is what happens when I
Members?
talk too much.
and I have a special
stop paying
gift in my
attention to the
pocket
action.
that I give to
I've
new
never
members.
seen that from you before.
Me neither. 125.
Call.
Andressa checking in from Brazil.
Check.
Poker is huge down in Brazil. Nut flush possibilities for Doug.
Check it.
Any good, Terrace?
King of diamonds?
Pretty good card, huh?
Yeah, very good. In every way, like, it's just amazing.
Just an amazing, amazing, amazing card.
Yeah, Brazil has a huge poker scene. A couple years ago, we had a guy from Brazil
5'9".
tell me he was going to start a poker show.
It will
And
cost
have-
$50 though.
The Brazilian Slicky Ricardo. I wonder if that show ever was made.
$125.
Top for Terrace. Doug with some backdoor
75.
diamond possibilities.
Check.
Terrace now with trips and the check mark. See how he plays this. Could try to check here. He does, and show some weakness for Doug to bet. No. Headed to the river. Now it's Doug.
Check.
Ready to move on to hand number 61 is Doug.
$300.
Nice hand, Terrace.
Good fold, Doug. Good fold.
Thank you. Thank you. Pride myself on my folds.
Lily says we need a lodge in Houston. You never know, Lily. You never know.
Raise. 425.
Lodge currently has 2 locations.
How much are you playing, Terrace?
Who knows what the future will bring?
So I got 10K here. And I don't know, 5?
Both players with suited ace.
Yeah. Thanks.
So 15K, roughly.
Thank you.
So if it was less, you would fold.
Just want to know what I'm playing for.
Let's put an ace on this flop.
Well, how much do you have?
No ace.
I have 1, 13, 14. I have 15 exactly.
Okay, so we have about the same stacks.
Yes.
300.
Terrace with the double gutter, looking for a deuce or a 6. Running hearts. Either player with a pair, and Terrace reaching for bananas. Those are $1,000 each. He's going to bet 2,100 and take it down.
It was a big bet.
But like, was it a good?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's happening too much in theory, but possible. A little less knowledgeable 300 lines deep, Terrace. Done a little less work there. You got me out of my comfort zone.
Good.
Give you a little bit of everything on our live stream. Heads up, full ring,
It's probably a fold.
small stakes,
Queen
mid
deuce?
stakes,
Offsuit?
high stakes, all that just this week alone. 2 heads up matches,
But you're probably not
one
doing too badly folding that.
low stakes game on Wednesday, 1 mid stakes game tomorrow, and 1 high stakes game on Sunday. We're giving it all to you. 5 straight days of streams. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Doug with the Cowboys.
Check it.
Check.
I gotta say, Terrace, this is not what I was hoping for with this. Kings.
Doug shows the Kings.
Kings.
Brian McCool
for 3 bet.
says just got out of the
4
Marine
bet,
Corps
5
after
bet.
8 years, coming to the lodge next week
mean,
in
if I
hopes
had ace king-
to catch Doug at a
Yeah.
table.
I'm going in there.
Or queens. Or
Brian.
jacks.
Thank
Maybe
you for
even
all
Jack.
you do.
Or a little ace-5 suited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like ace-5 suited is doing great against Kings.
Well, it's not doing great.
Well,
I would use a different word than great.
relatively speaking.
Sure.
Roll 25.
Timothy Swires wanted to Terrace buy the hat in the gift shop. No, we don't sell cowboy hats. We should. Sell a lot of other stuff, but
425.
no, Terrace went to a local Western wear store here in the area, picked up that cowboy hat. He might have bought that online, too. I forgot what he told me. But there's a ton of stores here in the Austin area that sell cowboy hats. Jungleman bought one of the times he was here at the lodge. Rampage bought one. Nick Airball bought one.
You keep folding, Doug. What's up? What's up
Folding.
with that?
How do you play queen 9 heads up?
You folded queen 9?
Luke S. asks, what's my favorite poker
my
hand?
ace had a weak kicker.
Pocket aces, my friend.
It was like a 9.
I heard Anastasia's the new heads up player, actually. I heard there might have been a heads up battle at the lodge.
125. Call.
Safi, can I get another Topo Chico with lime? You want anything to drink, Terrace?
Yeah, can I get one more tea, please?
Yeah, of course. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
75?
Oh, well, I assume he's going to check, but
Yeah, yeah. Check, bet. I'll call.
Call 75.
Check again.
Check. Check.
The river was a jack. It's not a 7. There you go. Terrace with trips. But I believe Doug bet out 275. Terrace contemplating what he can raise here.
Raise.
There's the raise. Doug just with jacks and 6s here.
Well, I think I'd rather have a 6 and a 7. I'd rather have a 6 than any of the middling pairs, I think. Block more good hands. I think I want to have the 6 of spades the most. I'd rather have a 4 or 5, though. 6-4. I'm not betting 6-5 or 6-5 river, though. How much is it?
950.
See, this hand was almost my value bet, but I like some of its properties. All right, I'm going to flip Terrace.
Going to the
Half time I'm gonna
randomizer.
call. Okay, you know this game. You've done this a time or two.
Sure.
I have an 8 and I have a 6. If you pick the 6, it's a call. Okay?
Okay.
Pick a card. Which one do you want? 6 is a call, 8's a fold.
Let me think.
Really complicated. If you pick a 6, I'm calling. If you pick an 8, I'm folding, or whichever they are.
Let's go with that.
Okay, and call.
He makes the call.
All right.
Terrace picked correctly.
Out of jack. Do you think the way I played the jack is
Yeah, it's good.
acceptable?
Yeah, it's good.
Terrace looking for Doug's approval after taking
I got lucky there.
a $2,300 pot from Doug.
Yeah, it's a weird spot.
You had the 7, right? Or what did you?
I had a 6.
You had a 6. I see.
Yeah. I went for thin value, and properties are kind of nice.
Well, see, like you said, you got to make your opponent scared to value bet you, like, because the check raise might.
Yeah, I saw that. Very nice. You got me.
Oh, thank you very much.
Fell right in.
Thank you.
Your opponent should be terrified to value bet on the river, right? Doug?
Terrified, shaking in their boots. Yeah, check raising is good. Check raising is good.
Through
I like
68
that
hands,
as well.
Doug up about 3,500 in this match. Yesterday's match between Jungleman and T1000. T1000 had a $16,000
75.
75.
lead before Jungleman came roaring, before T1000 came roaring back to end up winning 1,000.
Check.
Check.
$600.
600.
Chip values once again, pink chips on the table, 5,000. Yellow chips, 1,000.
Don't
Black-
call it a comeback.
Black chips are 100. Green chips are 25.
Fold. 4-10. That's a fold, right?
Good fold, Terrace. I'm dominating. Hey, what do I do here pre-flop, Doug?
Well, so far,
And I'm
everything I've
dominating at it.
So far, every time, you know, I show my pre-flop fold, you approve. Okay, I fold again.
You were gonna get 3-bet.
9 deuce. 9 deuce off? That's a fold, right?
Yes, it's a good fold, Terrace.
Yeah.
Great shot of our
What I've been
studio.
reduced to. Terrace
Under
is
the
pre-flop
lights. Doug up 2,600.
Is that a good play, Doug? Yep, Terrace, that's the right play.
It would be nice if like pre-flop charts were printed on the table, you know?
It would be not a great look for the show. Plus, then what would I do? I could take it easy. I could relax. Automating out my job.
Check it.
Check.
Had a series of streaks here, as you could imagine, a heads-up play. Terrace now on his streak.
Check.
Ace slows some things down. Both players flopping a pair.
$150.
150. Call.
Doug's going to make the call with his tanks.
Good.
Yes.
Terrace is going to win another one.
Had a 10, Terrace. You got me.
I try hard, man. I'm trying my best right now.
Both Terrace and Doug, new fathers. Maybe in 20 years we'll see
125.
Fold.
their kids playing heads up.
A lot of
Who
folding
knows?
going on. Yeah.
Can you imagine if we accidentally? Why are they the same color?
Wait, they're the same color?
Well, the decks usually they're different colors.
Yeah, they should be different colors.
But two almost got in the wrong deck. And can you imagine, Terrace, if we just played some hands with like an extra few kings? It's like the turn comes out and it's another king of diamonds. There's a king of diamonds on the flop. I'm like,
No. Like you have a king of diamond in your hand and a king of diamond comes
That
out.
happened to me once.
And the pot is like $8,000.
you see that? That happened to me on Poker Go. You see that before?
No, I don't think. Oh, or maybe I have.
Or no,
I'm not
the
sure.
flop had two queen of clubs.
Yeah. Happened to me once.
I won the hand, but then I had to refund the money.
No one knew it.
That's not fair.
It
No
was
one
a small
recognized
pot.
it except for me
Yeah. So in retrospect,
when it happened to me.
the argument actually
at this
might be
monster.
that the hand is finished, so like the money stays. But Scott Seaver was like, "Oh, everyone gets their money back. 100% everyone gets their money back." And so then I was like, "Okay," because I was an online player. I just went, and then as I've gotten older and I've heard different takes on that ruling, I realized that I probably should have stood up for myself, but I didn't want to cause it.
Yeah, I would kind of disagree. I'm like, what if it was reversed? And like,
It's like if the hand already ended, what should happen? You know?
yeah.
Yeah, when it happened
There
to me,
should
there
be
were
clear
two king of
rules,
spades on the flop.
Like,
and no
what is the
one knew
rule
it.
here if that happened?
I don't know what the rule is, but I'm just
Except
saying there's
I
at least
said,
an
hey.
argument to be made that if the hand is completed, then it should stand. You
Okay,
could-
so that's how we're
It
playing.
might be that I forget. It might be not a bad ruling to say that everyone gets refunded if it's a foul deck. I don't know, but I'm just saying there's at least a debate to be had. You know, it's a weird spot.
It is very.
If it's mid hand, obviously the hand's null. But what if the hand's concluded? What happens?
Yeah.
Tricky. What do you think? Would you roll? Floor manager Anastasia, what would she roll? What about floor Clayton?
Like you said, if it's middle of the hand, probably chop it up. But if it's over, like pull out the hands you didn't know about, add the card in there, you know.
Well, there's probably a bunch of them, I imagine, right?
So it's kind of hard to. Can't get
Where's the line?
My question is, how many hands
9 4s.
did they play with? the same.
All right, no more
two
opening
cards.
defense, Terrace. You're on your own on those.
I'm sure 9-4.
You're on your own.
I'm sure 9-4 is a
My
fold.
talents are better spent on more complex questions of the universe than is 9-4 a defend.
No, a raise.
or raise or whatever.
Socially Wild's in chat. How you doing,
Okay, this one is a defend.
Nice. Okay.
Mr.
Good.
Kravitz?
This one is a defend.
What do you got?
Maybe
Like
sometimes a
ace
raise.
7, ace 9.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you that.
It's a good.
Open ender
idea.
here for Terrace. Top
Check.
pair for Doug. This could be a fun one.
Beep boop. I see some calculating going on over there. See some calculating.
$450.
Here we go, folks. Hand number 77. Doug with top pair.
Let's play a turn.
All right.
Going to come along.
So there's some cards I'm preferring, and there's some that I would not like to see.
There's the 7. 2 pair for Doug.
Is that one of the ones that you want to see, or
That's in one of the 2 categories. I don't feel neutral about that card. It is either good or bad for me. So do with that as you will. Could be good.
I'll check.
That's a wise move. 900.
3 spades on the board. Doug with top 2. Terrace with the open ender. And he looks like he's going to lay it down.
5 deuce.
Yeah. It was a good turn, by the way.
Spade. Oh, 7. Okay.
Sometimes you just get a bad turn, you know?
And sometimes you get a good one.
True. That's true.
125.
Call. Check.
Wow, check dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like
mix
Phil
it.
Hellmuth. You're learning.
I recorded a video about Phil Hellmuth this morning. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh, okay. Looking forward.
Yeah.
Doug has some amazing content in addition to his Club WPT Gold challenge.
Did you
Always
ever bring Phil Hellmuth here?
a fun time.
It's not impossible, but it's not the most likely.
Check it.
Doug turns trips. Terrace with Squadouche.
600.
What could you be value betting here? I guess an ace. How much? 6? Yeah, okay. So you're over betting. Would it ever make sense to call a jack high? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of bluffs. Well, there's hearts. I do have a heart, too. Fold it.
Fold Terrace. Good fold.
Maybe I could have check raised there or something like that. Or like raised you somehow. Would you have ever folded, or you're never folding that?
An ace? I don't know. I mean, at some price, I guess I'd think about it, but it'd be a tough one.
145.
I think it would be a tough one, Terrace.
Yeah, fold. A lot of these close decisions. A lot of crappy hands that you got to play.
Yeah, just heads up.
Cumulative winnings, Doug,
Lots of crap.
who was up
Crappy hands.
over
I think I actually
5,000
have,
at
like,
one
no
point, now up
heads up
3,250.
Well, you do now.
Well, yeah.
What if you start your own challenge at the lodge and we just get you all kinds of different opponents? And I'll train you.
I can think about it.
The Terrace Challenge?
Sounds interesting.
I'll give you some wisdom.
Like
you know?
like monster opponents.
Monster? You want to play like Chaos people?
Or it doesn't matter. Like it could be anyone.
Okay.
But or like, are we talking? Like I would play Phil Hellmuth heads up.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for me to get Phil out here for you.
Or Negreanu.
Okay, so we're going down a step. It's way easier. You know what? They're probably going to be fighting over who comes first.
Well, Negreanu became really good after your challenge.
Negreanu would be a much worse opponent for you than Negreanu. Sorry, than Hellmuth.
So like Negreanu is more dangerous, basically.
Negreanu is definitely better than Phil Hellmuth. At heads
Sure.
up, no limit, for sure.
Even though Hellmuth somehow managed to beat him
I mean, sit and goes, man.
in like those sit and goes.
Yeah, it's a sit and go.
75. Check.
Check.
6 high. Queen high?
Pair of fours gets it
Pair of
done for
fours.
Doug.
Oh, pair of fours.
River to 4.
Let's see.
Is there a dealer swap today? Okay.
Glad everybody
Been here for a long
is
time.
tuned in. We're an hour and a half into our Heads Up Challenge.
125.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Our second Heads Up stream in a row.
really
Tomorrow
nice.
we're back to a full ring game. Little 5-10.
Hanging out with my favorite 2 Ukrainians and my favorite rec basketball center.
That's funny. 50% of the people in this room are Ukrainian.
It's a pretty high number. It's a pretty high percent.
And those spheres too.
125.
Yeah, then it drops to 40.
Cal Wilden asks, how many subscribers do you think we added after Doug, Brad, and Andrew deal came through?
Come back,
Cal-
Terrace.
The Lodge live stream had about 25,000 subscribers.
I want to get into like
Before
tough
Brad,
situations on
Doug,
the
and
river.
Andrew
Like,
came
we're not
along.
getting to that at all.
And then I always describe it as
Well,
we had a
sure, but I wish
bonfire
it happened
going.
more often, you know.
It's because the stakes are so
And the
small.
three of them brought some gasoline to the
Really?
bonfire.
You
We,
think
we
that's
had something good going.
Yeah, 100%.
And then one of the reasons why they bought into
feel
it
a lot less tough than if they were like 3,000.
and invested
Right.
is
I mean,
the
it's
Lodge was
about the blinds,
something
you know,
great
the-
already, but they certainly have kicked it up about
That's a good
50
football
notches.
answer, but I'm saying, like, if we were playing 1-2 and I bet $13 on the river, you're not going to be sweating that would happen.
I would be sweating.
Okay. All right. I take it all back.
75.
Cowboys for Terrace. Doug will get out of the way,
Look what I had.
but it's been a fun ride.
Thank God you
Lodge
had that
live
one
stream
at
now
Jack.
with 214,000 subscribers.
Could have done some damage.
Hopefully you're one of them.
You would have had a story to tell Phil when he gets older.
The day when I took Doug all of his money in front of him.
All of it. You didn't leave me any money? Not even a little?
Took all of his money. Doug became home.
I don't want to tell Otis that story. The day that I lost all my money to Terrace.
Both players flop a sailboat. Terrace with the better kicker.
Odd call. Check.
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 Check. $325.
Four.
Terrace makes the call, and he's going to take it down with the ace kicker. Johnny
Wow,
Promo
value
wants to
betting
have a promo challenge.
That's wild.
Promo and Kravitz heads up.
I was thinking of folding. But I mean, if you're value betting a 4,
I'm going to add 5.
Start getting something.
I'm going to make it yellow.
Alan Keating coming to the lodge, hopefully one day. He and Doug had an incredible conversation on Doug's YouTube channel a week or so ago.
120.
You haven't checked that out. Lots of fun stories. Alan Keating is, man, he is what the poker world needs.
Okay.
He is an incredible,
11.5, 13.
just incredibly interesting guy. And Doug had a great interview with him on his YouTube channel.
Check.
Check.
150.
150. Oh,
Check.
check.
$500.
Call.
500 and a call.
I got a 10. Tens.
Okay. That was good.
Got a 10,
A10.
doesn't win.
2 10s, though, is going to be hard to beat.
2 10s does. Yeah, I played, interesting story about Alan Keating. I met him 2 years ago
And then
when
it's like
Brad and
10s, and
Andrew
then-
bought me
and then
into
I
the
said-
WPT
Everyone's like to
main
even now,
event
Harris.
in December.
Storming back.
Good.
Thank you, Brad and Andrew. And Alan Keating was at my table
Good.
all
happy
day,
with
and
that?
I went up to him after the
Yeah,
day and
pretty happy.
introduced myself and said, man,
Pretty
I just want to
satisfied?
thank you what you do for poker.
But
You're
I
what
wanna
we
be
need.
winning. A lot. A lot.
The next
Time.
day,
Oh,
I'm sitting in a hallway,
plenty of time.
no one else in the hallway. Alan Keating walks by, looked at me and said, how you doing, Rick?
Check.
I was pretty impressed by that. You know, had a brief conversation and he remembered my name. Pretty sure he didn't know who the hell I was. I get impressed with little stuff like that. Top pair here for Terrace. Actually, 2 pair for Terrace. Top 2 and Doug with the open ender.
Raise 750.
This could be a big one folks. Top two for Terrace. Open ender for Doug. Wow.
2,700.
2,700. An overbet here from Terrace. Doug doing some inventory. Could be the biggest pot of the day.
Call.
Doug makes the call,
Getting your
looking
wish,
for a
Terrace.
king or an 8.
Building a big pot.
Okay, let's see how it turns out.
Does not come. So Terrace with the check mark. Board does pair with the 6.
Let me think about this.
Take your time.
Terrace looks to be about 3,200.
3350.
3,350 into 7,150.
Can I see your stack, Terrace?
It's just this and the
I can't see this. Can I see it real quick? Okay, 4, 9, okay. 11. All right, thank you. Owen.
Oh my God. All in from Doug. The board pairing 6 on the river.
What the heck is going on here?
What do you have?
Queen 9. Very logical hand.
Not the best river for Queen 9.
I know. You can have aces, kings. That beats me. But there are so many misdraws.
Will Terrace figure this out? I felt like Doug might make this play.
You win.
Makes the call. Biggest pot of the day.
Nice hand, Terrace.
And Terrace stacks Doug.
All right, let me pay the big chips.
Okay.
So
Another
I can
thing
keep-
that I was thinking that like I'm blocking so many
Yeah,
houses.
I would definitely call your hand. That was a nice hand. What was the total?
$35,000 pot, and Terrace
Man, you stressed
stacks
me
him
out
and is
there.
up 16,000 in the challenge.
That's a 6K. Um, 14,000.
What did you bluff with?
225.
Jack 10. How much was it?
14,225.
Okay, so he probably, wait, I have him covered, I think, right? So 10, oh, maybe it's close. 10, 11, 12, 13, 13.
You know what Tony G would do in this?
One second, let me figure out how much to pay you real quick, Terrace. So this is 2K, 12K, 13K, 14, 14.1. How much does he have?
14,225.
Okay, so let me pay him 14 here. 14,
Doug have 14,100.
yeah, so here's 14.1. And then I can keep all these.
225.
He covered me.
Yeah, he didn't have them covered.
You have
Discount, baby.
then
Score one for Doug.
All right.
But our stacks were almost identical, right?
Yeah, you barely covered me. It's all good. All right, I'm adding 15.
Doug adding
You got me, Terrace. I
15,000.
was bluffing.
Well, I mean, I had like a really good hand for calling it.
Yeah, no, it was you played your hand well.
okay.
You're gonna need chips.
I couldn't help myself.
Did you just replace?
Looks like we're going to
Oh,
wave
I
goodbye
added
to Anastasia.
So 14, 1 plus 15?
So
Say hello
41
to
plus 15.
Lisa and Damon. Say goodbye to
I kind of almost folded that, to be honest.
It was gonna be
Clayton
He
and Anastasia.
means 14-1 goes over here. Now he's buying back for just 29-1.
2,100
21.
So how big is your stack now?
watching.
29-1.
We just
So
saw the
roughly
biggest
the
pot
same
of the day.
As
Yeah, we're roughly-
35,000
let's do
and
250
Terrace
each
now up
Okay.
almost 16,000.
Yeah, no
We're
worries.
dangerously close to me announcing and giving you a huge secret
So
about
excuse-
this game,
Are we
which is happening on
Halfway point.
Sunday.
Halfway.
Doug Polk,
Cool.
Jungleman, Rampage,
I really
Hook.
wanted to hit it straight. Could have just given up the river.
3 coin,
I really wanted to hit a full house.
and
But then I also felt like there were so many.
a few more
misdraws.
likes, and I'm going to tell you another name.
Misdraws.
Oh my.
Thank you, Lisa.
I think I need to move my. Just 1 second. Let me just rearrange.
Take your time.
Okay.
You have a lot of chips now, so.
So it's a little bit more difficult to manage. Am I still supposed to raise 125 now?
Oh, I meant to go 425. Is that okay?
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
125. Are we still raising to 125, or things are different now?
You're on your own pre-flop, buddy.
Come on, help me out, bro. Help me out. I think I'm supposed to play more hands now.
I'm paying you for the training now.
I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus. I should have just given up there. It was just too
We need
tempting.
to get a light gray deck in here.
Yeah, but I could have had a misdraw or something like that.
Okay, we're over 500
right,
likes.
let's
I'll
see.
tell
Oh,
you
you
after
made it
this hand,
125.
and it's no, it is not Slick Rick.
Oh, man.
Slick
now
Rick
that
is not
deep-
playing in that
we're like-
hand. All right,
How many blinds
Folks,
deep are we?
know,
Like
but-
this
six-
is
600
another reason why
blinds
you
deep?
cannot miss it on
Pretty deep.
Sunday.
600 blinds.
And those
Not
big
only
chips
these
are
fine
making their way
gentlemen
to
will
the
be
back.
playing, but at some point during the stream, he's back.
Death,
Mr.
passes,
All
and Terrace
In,
having big chips
let
in
me
them.
head to the
You know
airport.
you're gonna have.
Mr. Bill
I
Perkins
Try my best.
will be playing at some point
not on
on the
purpose.
stream on Sunday.
It's incompetence.
I should have just given up.
You
that was a punt.
cannot
That was
miss
a bad
this.
play, Terrace. But I just couldn't help myself.
I'm gonna look it up on
Oh, it'll be not
the
good.
solver.
It just looked fishy. to
Remember
me.
that hand? Bill Perkins goes all in against hands. Says, I've got to catch a
reeled me
flight.
in.
I've got to leave. Went all in and left. Hands went in the blender.
That's a good fold. For me. Good for
It's the
me.
It's the Rob Young line.
8-3?
Also,
he said,
Vinny
that's a
will
good fold
appear.
for me, or good call for me.
Yeah.
You may even see T1000 at some point.
125. Now I'm full of confidence.
Full of confidence.
But that
Mr.
might be my
Die with
downfall.
zero. Bill Perkins.
$75.
Check.
Check.
Trip nines for Doug. Trying to regroup after Terrace stacked him on hand number 87.
I don't know. Can I make a crazy call? Probably not. This would be a decent bluffing hand if you like bet less. And like I remember you said that if someone is betting a lot, then you don't need to raise. So just based on that, I'm folding.
All right.
Like, should I have any raising range there? at
Nobody
all?
here says, is Die with
Yeah, for
Zero
sure.
actually a good
Really?
book?
Even
Yes.
though you're betting, like
Very
overbet?
easy
you ever
read
gonna
and a
have good
very
hands there?
cool concept.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Non-controversial
hands.
concept
Not
of
like
living your life.
hands that would raise. Well, maybe, but like very few.
Yeah, a few, but
For
some.
the experiences.
Yeah, fold it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would need a lot more than $50,000 for Sunday
Anywhere
stream.
you have good hands, you want to have raises.
It's going to be 100, 200.
I just feel like I would
And
have very few
expect
good hands there. So like I would have
A
to raise
lot
very,
of
very
hours of play.
important.
That's all I'm going to say.
120.
I'm going to have to get my
Fold.
sleep on Saturday night. Our Sunday streams usually are watched by a ton of people already. I imagine we may break a record
What is the strategy
this
now
Sunday.
that we're so deep? Like,
Suited hands get better. So that's good.
okay, well, 7-3.
Suited hands get better. In position tends to be stronger. Deeper you
So
are.
out of position, I guess raise more, like raise bigger out of position.
No, you raise smaller and less often.
Yeah. I thought it's bigger and less often. But okay. This should have been a raise.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
I screwed it up.
Okay.
Like I started giving away tells that I'm unsure, and
Well,
like
yeah.
it's actually a raise.
I did see that you were going to fold. If you then decided to play, it would have been a,
Yeah, yeah,
it would have
yeah.
been a little dicey, you know?
Yeah.
Raise. He's locking it in.
No, I'm just getting a streak of weird cards, like that are sort of playable, but not really. $125.
Fold.
Two hours in, and we're almost at 100 hands. Terrace
Did you say that
up
you're
15 grand.
like as good at heads up right now as when you were playing Negreanu?
No, because I was studying it every day and training and stuff.
But I mean, like, do you remember most of it,
I remember
or
some of it, but I wouldn't. A lot of it's just putting in the reps, man. The more reps you put in, the better you get.
check it?
Interesting flop
It's
here.
like working out, kind of.
It is like working out. It's a mental workout.
Jack of hearts would be a spicy little card.
325.
Mm-hmm.
I call. Oops.
Going to a turn. Here's 325.
Check it.
There's the queen for Doug.
$400.
$2,800.
Raise 20.
Big overbet here. Raise from Doug. Loves the fact that he's not snap called here. Terrace with just 8 high.
This thing of rebluffing you. Probably a bad idea, right?
You have nothing? Air?
Absolutely nothing. Air.
Oh, then I don't like. Seems good.
I had hearts. 2 hearts.
Oh, okay.
That's why-
I rivered a queen.
Leorts is in chat. How you doing?
Would have been nice.
Well, it would have worked, but
Tony,
if I
Mean
have a good
Gene.
hand, you get toast. Remember earlier we said
Yeah.
like,
King Jack.
you don't want to raise
Nick,
for big bets.
how's
That wasn't
everybody
that big,
doing?
but
No, exactly. Yeah.
sometimes
yeah,
I have Jack 10 there, right, or Ace Queen, or
Exactly. Yeah.
a few hands like that.
Big shout out to our 3 moderators today.
Aces, could have aces there.
Jim Bonix,
No.
VW Bug,
What's up? What did you say?
and Lodge
I said I don't
Tournament
know.
Champion,
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yoda of
Maybe I
Chatsville.
said no. $75.
Fold.
So how do you think my heads-up play is so far? Like, would you say overall?
I'd say decent.
Like, is it better than what you expected? Worse?
I would say it's about where I thought. I thought you'd be pretty good. I thought you
The
would.
thing is, like, I never play heads-up ever. Like, I have 0 practice.
True. True.
But you probably don't play much either.
Not these days. I gotta make my occasional match.
Both players with a pocket pair.
We're gonna do 425.
Haven't seen this yet.
$12.75.
Both players pretty deep, over 30,000 each, and there's the raise from Doug, 4 betting to 12.75. Terrace comes along, so we're going to see
Right,
this
for the
flop.
pot. Finally happened, Terrace.
Set over set, maybe?
I was waiting for it for so long.
Jack 6 deuce. There's the jack, so Doug flops top
And I
set.
check dark. Check dark.
I know, but you said it after the flop. It's all good.
Well, I wasn't even
It's
looking.
all good. No worries.
Terrace checks dark after the flop. That's funny. Doug with top set. There are 3 hearts out there. Terrace with a heart in his hand. Doug actually likes to see that ace of diamonds. Hoping Terrace has an ace in his hand and just hit.
Bet 24.
2,400 is the bet. Terrace
I don't know what to do with this.
will lay it down.
It's the right play, Chairs. Good fold. It's a good fold.
Is it actually a good fold, or you're?
No, it's a good fold.
I mean, I had a hard draw too.
Yeah, it's an easy fold. It's an easy one.
I was thinking of raising or something like that.
It was a good fold.
What about raising? Would that be a good
Uh,
idea? Or probably a bad idea.
I would have probably won a higher heart to raise, but
Yeah, exactly.
it's not horrible to raise, but I would probably want a higher heart.
Man, you started playing differently with like
What?
no, with like higher stacks.
Well, I've just had a bunch of hands to re-raise.
Let's see.
You'll see it on TV, bro.
You'll see it on the stream, bro.
All right, I'll find out. I'll find out what's going on here.
Some very, very reasonable re-raises.
That's what Terrace once said. Look it up on the stream, bro. Still think we need a
Sorry.
T-shirt of some sort with that quote. Another great quote from recent Lodge live stream, Skull Mike. In our committee format, team poker, he said, "You're always wrong," to his fellow teammate.
Thanks, 425.
Stream was last week. What a week of poker we had last week,
12.75.
following it up this week with a banger.
All right, take it down.
Arctic says, I truly think the Lodge will be dominant at poker streaming. Hey, we just want to be
Nice. Me too.
one of the good ones.
Good
There's a
enough.
lot of great
Yeah.
To raise.
Same.
live streams out there. We were fortunate enough to win the fan favorite award, the Global Poker for Best Live Stream, the Global Poker Awards this past February. We just want to be in the mix in what you watch. Hopefully you watch them all. I watch a lot of different live streams, and a lot of people are doing great work out there.
125.
Fold.
Bunch of folds in a row. Not very exciting.
Heads up poker.
But then at some point there'll be aces versus kings. or something.
Ooh. Any hand now.
And I'll slow play my aces.
Okay, good. I like that in your example of aces, kings, you have the aces.
And I'm slow playing. 125.
Fold.
Like, I have aces, you raise to 125, and I just call. And you have kings.
C Squared says the Lodge
Falling
needs a
out of position.
soundboard.
I mean, that's
It's
just
been
terrible.
carrying the Code Doug Challenge. Interestingly enough, C Squared, the Lodge live stream used to have a soundboard. Who knows? Maybe with the Code Doug Challenge,
call.
it may come back. You never know. I kind of like the soundboard. Doug really uses it well. Terrace flops top pair here. Doug, again with Jack 10. That's the hand that he lost. Biggest pot of the day. Hand number 87, he had the Jack 10. Flop the open-ender.
Check. 650.
Fold.
$125.
Call. Check.
Check.
Terrace turns his queen for a pair of queens. Doug
150.
with his ducks, looking for an ace or a deuce. Will make the call.
Check.
Terrace with another check mark. An 80% pot size bet from Terrace on the river. Doug with just the ducks.
Queen.
Doug makes the call there. Terrace is going to increase his lead to about.
Well, you say that now. Imagine I was bluffing.
Yeah, it's
14,000.
weird when the straight gets in, because I like
Yep,
my hand for bluff
14,225.
catching, not on the straight card as much.
I might have bet more with a straight there. Possibly. I don't know. Do you think that would make sense?
Yeah, it makes some sense.
I guess I'm splitting my range.
They grow up so fast.
I call. Whoops. Check it. Call. Check it.
Doug turns the open ender. Bottom pair for Terrace. Doug bets pot size bet there on the turn with the draw.
Fold. I had a 6. Good fold or bad fold?
You were good.
I know, but like in theory.
Oh,
What would
oh.
Lucid say?
Probably fold is good.
I don't know.
Usually you don't call pot in the turn with bottom pair, usually.
The thing is, like, I didn't like my suits.
Yeah. Usually bottom pair, you're just going to fold the turn when that happens.
Terrace is definitely getting his money's worth, up 14,000 and getting lessons in heads-up poker from one of the best.
Call.
Whoever did it.
Check.
And Terrace continues to flop pairs.
75.
Call. Check.
Check.
Doug just absolutely not hitting anything right now. That's the thing about heads up.
600.
There's nowhere to hide. So Doug trying to make it work here with king high.
I mean, I think I have you beat here. I have 2 pair.
Terrace is even questioning whether he
Unless you have
calls
highest
here with 2 pair.
I don't know. This is weird. All right, I call.
You win.
Terrace adds to his lead, now up over 15,000.
King 3 with a club.
So basically, king high.
Exactly, king high.
Okay.
One thing about Doug, no matter what stakes he plays,
Yeah, I don't know why.
When you said I have 2 pair, I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Dead.
always
9-5.
in a good mood.
Such an interesting.
2 pair. How often do you have 2 pair there? It's rare.
9-5.
Doesn't get tilted,
I mean, it's heads up.
doesn't get upset.
Oh, 125. What's up?
Oh, was
Even
that
the
big blind?
biggest
Oh,
I folded big blind.
pots.
what happened? Oh,
I already shipped the pot. Shipped the
Okay.
pot, and I'm way ahead.
Oh, I see. Okay. You were so far ahead. I was like, did I make a mistake here?
no, I didn't even raise.
You were big blind. I folded the button.
Okay, all right. It's a little confusing.
All good.
It's okay. 125.
Call.
That was a quick call. There must
Yep.
be some sort of tell.
It might be.
Terrace
Do you have
continues
Daniel Negreanu's favorite
to
hand?
smash these flops.
No, what is
How
it?
about this one?
that?
Flopping a boat
There you go.
and Doug with
I also have a pretty
the
famous
flush
10-7
draw.
hand. Where's Phil Hellmuth?
Watch out here,
Fold-
folks.
You folded it, right?
Yeah.
When he had, yeah, you had a lower straight, right?
He had a higher straight, I had a lower straight.
Yeah, yeah. And you folded lower straight on like after one bet.
Yeah.
That's just wild.
After one
Yeah.
raise, yeah.
Terrace not even
Um,
showing
You raised.
any interest in the
checked, yeah.
hand he just flopped a boat in.
$75.
Call.
There's the call from Doug. Diamond here would be disaster city. There's the diamond. Doug with the flush. Terrace with the boat. Hold on, folks.
$300.
Call.
Just calling here. Diamond would save Doug a lot. Does not come. Only 1,000 in the pot right now. If Terrace asks Doug if he played it right after this hand, there may be a problem. $1,000 in the pot, just
650.
Call.
a call from
Daniel
Doug.
Negreanu's favorite hand.
Oh, I had a flush.
That
Alright,
could have
well,
been
nice.
so much
750.
bigger.
Yeah, 650.
Wait, do you actually have a flush?
I had a flush, yeah, I had a flush.
Shit. Is there any way to make you raise there?
I don't think so. Too low of a flush.
Is there anything I could have done better? Just check more.
No, you bet every time I checked. I guess you could overbet the river, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, I wanted to not overbet. I wanted you to bluff.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you
no,
a
no,
chance
I
to
think you
bluff.
played it well. I think you played it well. I almost 3-bet pre-flop. That would have been a disaster. You would have called. I would have bet the flop. You would have done something. I would have turned a flush. Oof.
Oh, man.
Would have been ugly.
Oh.
Ugly.
All of it could have went in.
It all could have gone in.
See, that's what I thought. I thought it was all going to go in.
You got lucky there, Doug.
I got super lucky. I'm very thankful for how lucky I got in that hand.
That
You
was
lost the minimum, I think. Flush versus full house?
Yeah, probably.
You don't think so? You think you could have folded earlier?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But my opinion weighs about less than 1% than what your opinion.
You're doing just fine today, Terrace.
125.
Fold.
Okay, I need to organize my stack a little bit. Let's see. Are these the right size? Should be like this.
Race.
I call. What about inviting Tony G to play? Have you ever thought about that?
I don't think Tony G's coming out. Something tells me.
Okay.
I don't think Tony G's coming out.
He still plays. I think he plays on Trident or something. I saw him play.
Yeah, he plays, but he plays more international.
Not in the U.S.?
That is what international means. International.
definition.
He plays like in Florida,
By definition.
New York.
That's interstate. That's why they call them interstate highways,
Call.
right?
Interstate, yeah. Very
By the way, how's your
Check.
San Antonio location doing?
It's doing good. Doing good. We upped a lot of our tournament guarantees in January. And we're trying this match the sack thing on Fridays and Saturdays where people can
75.
play way deeper. So everything's going good. Call.
Are you ever going to live stream from there?
Probably, but not until we eventually have a new location. We're gonna build a bigger unit.
What's going on, chat? Giving Slicky Ricardo a little break. How's this heads-up match been between Terrace and Douglas?
275.
Terrace gonna bet right into Doug's 2 pair. The trap has been set. And Terrace ends up on the river with 9 high.
A bluff doesn't make any sense here. I fold. Or I don't. Did I? You had me beat, right? Yeah.
You have
Did you have?
you have 9
Yeah?
high. I have you beat.
Okay.
You have 9 high.
I thought you had 7 high for a second.
No. I have not.
Maybe
Why is
Terrace
that
getting a
bluff
little
fine
tired.
there?
Usually you check
I would have called, but
instead of
Both's
open
not
folding.
necessarily bad there.
I don't like that I don't have any of the flush
True. That is true.
suits.
You're gonna bluff sometimes out of suit. That one probably bluffs, I think.
Yeah.
The 9's a nice card for you.
Yeah, 1 sec.
No coaching at the table, Doug.
Okay, that's a fold.
If I want coaching, I'll go to
Again, it wouldn't
Lucid
have worked,
Poker.
so, you know, you ran hot.
Well, it doesn't matter if it would have worked. I want to know the EV. By the way, when you play Lucid, right? Like, heads up,
Yeah.
like leaderboard or whatever.
Yeah.
What EV do you get? Like if you play for a little while.
What my loss rate is?
Yeah.
I don't think I've played enough volume lately to have a good idea, but when I was practicing a lot, it was quite low, obviously. So we're
But like
talking,
how low?
I don't want to say a number. I feel like it's been too long for me to have a good idea.
It's like something that I could aim for.
I don't have a bar I can give you off the top of my head here.
Okay. Like what's a good AV loss rate?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Rick, you wash your hands?
Yes.
It'd be cool if we had something where it showed all users with their averages. So you can see what percentile you're in.
Yes, yes, exactly. Why don't you guys do that?
We're
It's so
doing
easy.
stuff. We're doing stuff. We have developers. We're working on a lot
But
of
listen,
stuff.
but it like takes like an hour to do that. Just rank everybody and say like what rank you are in terms of EV.
It takes a lot more than an hour, and also when you're developing stuff, you have to have a priority list. It can't just be anytime I think of something, you order everyone to do what you're thinking. It's like, yeah. Then people are like have to drop what they're doing, and it's not a way to run a business.
They're talking about some nerdy
have, like,
stuff,
a-
but Doug's kind of making a little bit of sense.
What's the next feature that's coming out? Like what is something that you're excited about to release?
Right now, we're working on a lot of back-end stuff to just clean things up. So I don't want to hype up any features in the near future.
You know what
but
you could integrate? Something like ChatGPT, where you could like talk to it, chat with it. Like for example, like I don't understand why I'm supposed to be bluffing here, or why am I betting here this much?
The AI programs are really not good at stuff like that with poker, but yeah, it's possible.
No, you could train it. You could like, you know how like you explain it?
Yeah. But it could look like gibberish, frankly.
But like if you train it with like a bunch of examples and it kind of knows poker, it will start picking things up. Like, I think it's doable.
We'll look into it.
Check.
God bless Doug for playing 122 hands of this, right?
Well, after every hand, Terrace is asking him, did I do this right?
Yeah.
So Doug is not only losing 15 grand, he's giving a lesson. Doug's going to win this one
5.
with the fives.
Maybe Doug should be asking Terrace how to play.
That's what I...
Some random pair on button. Yeah.
Code
so-
Doug challenge, stuck
Te-
15,450.
Yeah, so Doug, the last heads-up challenge he had against
I think
Frankie,
integrating something like
Frankie won a few thousand. Now Terrace up 15,000 overall, though. And the
Like, where
Doug
it can,
heads
like,
up challenge
incorporate.
up, way up.
Yeah,
Doug
I mean,
is
one
way
thing
up.
at a time here, Terrace.
Who's next?
It's
Who's
easy
going to
just to
challenge him
put
next?
a
That's
bunch
what
of
I want
ideas
to know.
out there. You've had some good ones, though. Like some of the stuff you've said we're working on, but
Sweet.
it takes time, you know?
Well, of course. And doing this AI thing is quite complicated.
Well, that I don't know if we're going to go that direction, but yeah, we'll see.
I think someone will, for sure. Like GTO Wizard or whoever.
The
Come
thing
on
is,
down to the lodge.
It
You
has
want
to be
some free
very
money.
good because a lot of times with poker-related stuff for AI ends up being not very good.
Check.
And if that's the case, then it's not worth having, you know?
I agree.
Terrace turns
Check.
his snowman. 950 in the pot. Checked over to Doug with just 10 high. He's going to overbet here. 1550
Bet the pot. How much is in the pot?
into
That's an
950.
overbet, huh?
So 1550 to win 4,000 for Terrace. with a pair of snowmen.
I mean, you could have somehow rivered it straight. 6, 9. I mean, you most likely have a king. You could have a missed flush draw potentially, which I have an 8, by the way.
Ace 8,
Queen 8.
Queen 8.
Oh God. I mean, can I ever call you with an? I mean, can I always fold? I mean, that's pretty close to the top of my range, sort of. I mean, ace 8 would be better. King 8 obviously would be better. But queen 8 is good. 5, 6. I mean, 8, 6 would be nice. Then that way I'm blocking straight. The fact that I don't have a club is good. Man, I should like randomize it. All right, Doug. I'll do the same thing that you did.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Are you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
I think-
I'm basically gonna,
I
like
think-
basically one card will be a call,
Yeah.
another fold.
Queen 8's a fold here. You can have a king. You could have a pair with a straight blocker. You'd rather have 5, 6,
Okay.
5, 9.
All right, so let me just double
All right.
check. Wait. Okay, if you pick the 8, then I'm calling. Okay. Wait.
Okay,
Hang on.
spread
Hang
them.
on. Let me just randomize.
If Doug
So I-
picks the 8 of diamonds,
Where they started.
okay,
Terrace
if you
will
pick
call.
The 8, I'm calling.
Okay. You want to know what I have?
Yeah.
Nothing. All right. So let's see. I really want the queen. So if I pick the queen, you fold.
I don't know where it is.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I want the queen. I don't want the 8. I want the queen.
You won the queen, yeah.
Queen me. Yeah! All right.
Doug picks right.
Nice. Very nice.
and we'll win a hand the old randomizer way.
I'm hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's even,
It's even.
kind of.
Yeah, in a way.
Well, like when you did it, I chose the right one, and you chose the right. We both chose the right one.
That's true. That's true. You should have stuff to deal with it, though. You don't need to call queen 8 there. You'd rather have a pair and a straight blocker. You'll occasionally have a king.
Okay.
A 5 is
I
better
will
than
learn. I will.
a 5 is also better than an 8 to call down.
Really?
Yeah, because you block my flop value. It's a little bit better. Anyway, food for thought.
Okay, I'll fold this.
Give him lessons while he's winning all my money.
Well, you're.
Terrace, I'm going to start asking you for lessons.
There you
How do
go.
you like how I played 10-9 there? Was it okay?
I don't know.
I'm going to start using
I
that
don't
more.
think about. I don't think about how you play at all.
Oh, I see. You're in your own zone.
I'm in my own world now.
Ah, okay.
425.
Fold.
Big slick for Terrace. We'll take it down.
God, we could've had
Tomorrow's
such a
stream,
I had some crap.
full ring,
I had some crap.
5-10 with a $10 big blind ante. And then
It
Sunday
would have been
stream,
sick if you re-raised me. What do I
3
do?
p.m. Central,
Well,
Re-raise.
high
re-raise
stakes.
again.
I bet you
Doug
folded.
Polk, Jungleman, Rampage, Hook,
How would I re-raise
3
you?
coin, Vinny,
I don't even know how that's possible.
an appearance by
I had your
Mr. Bill Perkins,
I had to
and
do some
more.
Ooh.
I had to throw it back.
T1000 may even play in that game. Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. I know where I'll be. Where will you be? And word has it, we're going to go long. Overtime guaranteed for Sunday.
Okay, I call.
Careful.
I have to think about it a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's good. That's good.
I have to think about it a little bit. I
Important.
check.
Check.
Combo draw here for Doug. Open ender along with the flush draw. Pair of sevens for Terrace.
Call.
There is the heart. Doug with the straight flush.
Check. Okay. What would you bluff here with? Some ace high or something like that? I mean, I have a 7. Doesn't make any sense to call or fold.
That's straight flush, Terrace.
No way.
Tells him he has a straight flush.
Flush.
Oh, man.
It's a good hand, huh?
I always show my straight flushes.
It's
My quads.
pretty good, yeah. I agree.
Good.
The guys who don't,
You have the nuts, right?
come on.
Yeah, the nuts, so nuts. I was hoping you'd raise.
You didn't have the bottom.
I had the jack.
Yeah, I see.
I had the good one. I had the goods.
You had the good one. Oh, man, imagine I had a flush there. Oof.
Oh yeah, it would've
Like ace
cost
high
us
flush?
400. I'm imagining. Oh, what a world.
125.
25 call.
Check.
Doug is down about 14,000 in the challenge.
I got a queen. Ace.
Ace.
Doug's going to win another small one.
Can we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
So the players are going to take a short break. Will give me some time to tell you a few things. There you see the cumulative winnings as of this point.
I'm like, I want to be the guy who wins the last
Actually, the
night.
players came back. Here we go. Through the magic of our fine
I want to play one more all in. I want to have a chance.
production
to get
crew.
even. Just a chance, you know?
Absolutely.
They
yeah.
used the flux capacitor on me.
You guys switch it up, huh?
125, yeah.
425. I'm giving you a chance right now.
All right.
This is your chance.
I'm in there.
This is your chance.
Top pair, king kicker for Terrace.
450.
Once again, squadouche for Doug.
And thus my chance comes to an end.
Yeah. Well, you could have tried to bluff
The
it.
true free roll is back.
Not without.
April 26, 12:15 p.m. If you're a member of the Lodge Card Club here in Austin,
I might have folded.
you can play in this free roll absolutely $0 out of your pocket. We will have $20 rebuys if you want to rebuy.
I guarantee you that.
$50,000 prize pool.
Yeah, yeah.
Arrive early to lock up your seat.
Last
Last one we did was a packed house, as you can imagine.
They say
A
it's not about
$0
playing the
buy-in
cards,
tournament
it's
with a
about playing the
50K
opponent.
prize pool.
But I didn't have any reads though. I needed at least like a decent read.
Check it. I check. I call.
You win, Terrace. 8 high.
I have an ace.
Ace is good.
Was that well played with an ace, or should I bet on the
Would you have
turn?
ace 9?
Yeah.
Probably bet. You want to use weaker aces for that, I think. Ace 9's a 2-street of value hand, I think. But it worked out very well. You got me to bluff. I fell in with my 8 high. I was like, here's my perfect chance.
Thank you so much.
He already folded.
yeah.
Yeah, and he-
Oh, what?
yeah,
I
he
folded.
won.
I folded.
Okay, cool. I don't even know what I have. Maybe I had aces.
Maybe.
That would tilt me.
Maybe.
$125.
And number 132. We're about 2 hours and 45 minutes in.
I call.
All right.
Getting close to 50 hands an hour.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Not too shabby. Gut shot possibilities. Backdoor heart
850.
possibilities for Doug. But Terrace drills pair of 10s. Doug had him dominated pre-flop.
Call. It's on you, right?
And it's on me. It's on me.
I'm just making sure
It's all good.
that I didn't miss
Doug
anything.
looking for a jack
1450.
or a queen. But or a good bet and a fold. Fires out 1750. Terrace will make the call. $6,050 in the pot. Doug needing some help does not come. Let's see if he continues his story here. He does not. Terrace just be happy to take it to showdown. He is. He's going to take the 6,000. And now Terrace up 19,000 on the challenge. Folks, Odds Bar and Bistro right next door.
Ace jack,
Fantastic
Terrace.
food. They will deliver food
strong
right to your
hand.
seat. The wait staff, you can place your
Wasn't
order and
that time. I was really looking for
eat right at your seat. Every 6 hours of cash you play here at the lodge,
I'm gonna bluff a heart.
you earn $15
I
for
call.
a comp to be used for food
Yep.
at Odds Bar and Bistro. I had the Cubana roll appetizer today. Very tasty.
Check. I wonder what you would say about this fold.
I think it's a good fold.
Okay.
All right, adding 10K.
Doug adding another
Gotta have the
10,000
most
to his
chance
stack.
To get unstuck here, Terrace.
I mean, yeah, you basically, like, if we both go all in and you win,
Yeah.
you get completely unstuck. And by the way, I'm running it once.
That's fair.
Just letting you know in advance.
It's okay.
Terrace
Once is fine for me. Fold.
telling him he will not run it twice today. Just
I've
once.
gone back and forth. So I went through a period where I always let people choose. And then I felt like for the show, it's better to go once. but then I felt bad making people go once when it was for a lot of money. So then I went back. So then I went back to letting people choose, and now I really just let people choose. It's better for the show to go once though, because then you get a winner.
It's better for the show and it's better for me.
Okay.
Like, I like the entertainment. Like, I
Yeah.
want to see some blood. I want to see some emotion.
Yeah.
The worst feeling is when it's a chop.
Oh, is that the worst?
Yes.
I can think of a worse one.
For me, a chop or losing is about the same.
Wow.
Wow.
Strong. That's strong. I prefer a chop to losing, for the record.
Well, I also prefer it, but not significantly.
I don't view a chop and losing as the same. I view them as
Well, I don't view
very
them as
different.
the same either, but in terms of emotions,
Fold.
like logically, it's, you know, oh man,
Nice. You had your hand
yeah, ace queen.
where you do your best work.
Jerry asked if there was a door that leads to odds from the lodge. We do not have one for the public. For the wait staff can go back and forth.
125.
Public, two separate doors because lodge is 21 years old and over, and odds, you could take your family.
All
So
right, more poker.
we wouldn't want a youngster
Feel good about
who's
this one,
dining
Jerry.
at odds
Feel
to
good about
Have a
it?
good, have a
walk
good feeling.
into the lodge
That's good.
and start playing. We wouldn't deal to him, but just wouldn't be a
Then why
good
you
look.
check?
So that's why there's no
I
door
don't know.
that connects the
Figure
two.
it out.
But right next door. Doug with the ladies. Wow. A queen on the river would be utter chaos. And Doug just cannot win a hand right now.
Okay, I'm in it. I check an ace. What'd you have?
Queens.
Queens go down.
Should have bet, right?
I think a bet would have been good there.
I don't know.
But you might have gotten check raised.
I know. I was worried about the board. The board was just very scary. I guess I should have bet.
I had a good feeling about that one. No wonder I had a good hand.
I call. Check.
Open ender here for Doug. Pair of sailboats for Terrace. Terrace has been pretty hot. And he continues turning trips.
$325.
A lead.
Leads out here. 75% pot size bet. Doug comes along looking for a deuce or a 7. There's the boat for Terrace.
Terrace, this makes like basically no sense, man. But I have 8 high.
75.
So Take it down. What do you have, like a bluff? Some bluff, I guess?
You'll see it on TV.
You don't have a straight.
So I've been following. Somebody help me. It's Terrace is approaching 20 grand win.
Would a bluff be a good idea there?
I've been following
That was
a
not
little
very good
bit
hand.
about a week ago. Haven't
Doesn't
been
really
able
make
to see
sense.
much this week. How is the Code
River's
Doug
quite
Challenge
bad if you
winding
leave
up?
too
Is
big.
it winding up tomorrow against
a
Bill
small
Perkins
size
for
check.
Doug?
Bring the big chips.
I know many of you are
Oh yeah, that's true.
keenly tuned
Yeah.
into that, as I was.
Taxes.
Hadn't the last
Yeah.
couple
Big
days,
chips in the
though.
back.
$125.
Fold.
Yoda knows. She says winds up tomorrow against
Yep, yep, yep.
Eric Person. I met Eric when we were out there for the GPI Awards at the Aria. Met him for the first time. Nice guy.
I don't know, man. 8-5.
Fold's good, Terrace.
So we'll see how that winds up and
Maybe
whether
we'll
Doug
suit
will
it.
have to shave his head.
I would have liked it.
The world does not need another bald poker player. No offense
125.
meant for any
425.
follicle challenged folks out there.
Call.
I have a good feeling about this one, Terrace.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep saying it, and eventually it'll become true.
Middle pair, ace kicker for Terrace. Pretty much flopping everything is Terrace. Doug with just Jack 9 trying to make things happen here.
Raise.
Fold.
And we'll move on to hand
Hey, the
number
next one.
143.
I'm just running pretty well.
No, it's Eric Person is playing heads up with Doug. Bill Perkins is playing on our Sunday high stakes stream. At some point during the stream, you will see Bill Perkins play. River Rat, how you doing? How's everybody doing out there? Thanks to our moderators again. Thanks to our production crew, which is the best in the business. If you think
My
they're
stack
doing a
is
great
pretty well
job today,
organized, by the
type
way.
in
I'm
Crew
impressed.
Rocks.
You're doing a nice job over there.
They will see it and smile, knowing that people out
Probably
there
the most
appreciate
organized
what
I've
they're
ever seen
doing.
Stack, actually. What are those? Stacks of 20? Don't count. Sorry, I
don't
made a
know.
mistake. Just put. You're good.
125.
Fold.
Raise 125.
Call. Check it. Check.
Doug has to fade the king. Just 250 in the pot. Doug with the Gretzky hand, going to fire out. A little less than a pot-sized bet. Terrace will come along looking for a cowboy. No cowboy, but the ace.
Check.
It's not what Doug wanted to see. He'll check and take this pot down.
Nines.
Nine.
Most valuable chatter today. Let's give it to Pamela.
Damn.
Pamela, a longtime viewer. She participates in chat. Congratulations, Pamela. You are today's most valuable chatter. You can put it on your LinkedIn profile and your resume.
5,100. Yay, and the fans rejoice.
Players just decided to increase it
Everyone rejoices.
to 5,100.
The dealers
Increase the
rejoice.
blinds. We need a speech, Pamela.
Savvy rejoices.
Oh, yeah, look at her rejoicing over there.
Yeah. So the raise should be 250.
850.
Raise 250, raise 850.
Doug with King 9 suited makes it 850. Terrace with 40% to a royal in his hand. And we're going to see a flop, 1,700 already in the skillet. All diamonds, nobody with a diamond in their hand.
Check.
Doug's king is good here. And with 1,700 in the pot, he's going to fire out 1,150. 2/3 pot size bet.
Doesn't make any sense.
And he will take it down. So blinds now at 5,100.
Can we Terrace just let me win some now?
No.
Terrace up about 19,000 in the
pity.
challenge.
Sure. Okay. Fine. I feel bad for you. $250 will be the normal.
Pamela with her speech. I want to thank all the chatters that helped make this awesome stream even better.
850.
Fold.
Good speech, Pamela. Today's most valuable chatter. April the
Let me help
4th.
you help me lose money.
Well, it just
2025.
speeds things up.
I know it's coming. It's just funny. Hey, how much should I 3-bet you to so that I can win your race? 850. Okay, thank you. 850. I fold. Not a conversation that you hear all that often.
This is a fold. 50, right?
Yeah.
Check.
Ever since they increased the blinds, it's changed things up a little bit for Doug.
Check.
Terrace looking for a duck or a snowman. But Doug will get another check mark here. Will he try to make a bet here? Or will he just... He doesn't. Takes it to showdown, and he will win this pot. On to the
Board
next.
kept getting worse and worse for both of our hands.
I know. And everyone's like, I think I'm supposed to check. Tempting to bet, though.
I'm folding my deuce probably. Like,
Yeah. There's a lot of ways it can go badly, and not a lot of ways it can go great.
250.
Hold. $250.
250.
I call.
Biggest pot of the night was hand number 87. Doug had turned the open ender and went for it on the river. Terrace called him with 2 pair. That was a $35,000 pot on hand number 87. There's another club for Terrace.
Check.
Now Doug with the combo draw goes check, check. Uh-oh. Doug hits Broadway here, but Terrace had turned the flush already. Let's see what Terrace does. Doug bets out 550. No board pair. Terrace with the flush. Let's see if he raises here. Terrace looking to carve out some raising chips. 1 chip at a time.
Raise.
There's the raise and a quick call from Doug.
All right, what's the total? 17.
50.
1750. Okay.
$4,300 pot goes to Terrace.
King 10 with the king of clubs, Terrace. Thought it was a good river. But here we go. The road back to even begins here.
Terrace now up 21,000
Showers, mate.
in this challenge.
I was hoping for a check raise, actually.
What's that?
I was hoping for a check raise.
I did check raise.
I know, but I was hoping you didn't have a flush.
Oh, I see.
I wasn't hoping to lose.
250.
Fold.
Do you think that was a good amount? Should have made it more? Or
I think it probably should have been a little bigger, but it was okay. It was fine. It was a fine amount.
put a little bit more pressure, you know?
Yoda
Oh, man,
reminds
imagine
us.
if you shoved there on me. Oh, that would have been sick. Like,
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do it with the king, though, but yeah.
with an ace. You could do it with an ace, though, right?
With an ace, yeah. 250. 250.
Yoda reminds us that T1000 made a comeback yesterday. He was down about 16,000 and ended up winning 1,000. Pretty much the last hour or so of the stream.
A flush there.
Terrace now
Sometimes, you know,
up 22,000 on the day.
Other times, you're just card dead the whole time.
250.
850.
You win. See? You win one, I win one. So good.
We were just playing for play money today, right? We were refunding at the end?
This is just for funsies.
Oh, okay, good. What a relief. Fold.
No. Absolutely not. Oh my God! Are you joking me? Why, Don?
Keep your chin up, Terrace. Chin up.
Why? Why are you doing this to
The
me?
Cowboys go in, winning a small one, just the blinds.
Why am I down like 30K? Something like that.
This one is a fold. Do you fold your buttons often, or not really?
Oh, Terrace, you can't hit me with this with an hour to go.
All right.
$250.
You
Yay.
win. Congrats.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my fans for making this possible today. Without them, I would have never been able to open that button. God, of course.
Definitely, you gotta thank
Without
God.
him, we wouldn't even be here.
That's
And
true.
then I'd like to thank my mom for, just
For
being
raising
there,
you.
For raising me. Teaching me everything I know.
There you go.
Including everything you know about poker.
Shout out, Mom.
Maybe not that one, but sure. I checked Terrace. We're going to go back to the dark check. I feel like that was some good energy there.
Okay, just like Phil Hellmuth.
Just like
You're
Phil
learning from him.
Me and Phil Hellmuth, we have very similar strategies.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. I check. Are you gonna check dark again, like Phil Hellmuth?
No, I'm going to
He
think
would
about
check
it.
dark. He would check dark. This is
Doug with the best of it. Flush draw and straight draw.
Pretty interesting, Check.
I have an ace.
I have an ace as well.
Ace 7 will play. The 7 will play.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Finally, the tides
No.
are turning.
No.
Finally.
What is happening?
Oh, finally. Some good fortune.
I'm so unlucky. It's just
Oh
unbelievable.
my gosh,
Like,
you just can't catch a break, Terrace.
when is
I fold.
this nightmare gonna end?
An hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. $250.
850.
Raise 850 back on Taurus.
I call.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so 6 more. I'll check dark this time, huh?
No check dark. I 3-bet you.
It would be
Not-
funny if you.
I'm not going to do much 3-bet check dark. It's going to be a pretty rare occurrence, I think.
You should try it once. Maybe it'll work out.
I think all right.
I think it's something that Phil Hellmuth might do. 4. How much? 450.
$2,600 in the pot. Terrace looking for the ace from space or a bet here. That would force Doug off to hand.
Check.
And we'll go to the river. No ace, so the pocket sixes are good for Doug.
I have a feeling you have a pocket pair. I have an ace.
He does have a pocket
Pocket
pair.
pair.
So
If I
Doug will
bet
win a
you-
nice one there.
With a pocket pair.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting a fold there, Terrace.
Carves a
Unlikely.
little
That
into
means
the
I made the best possible play there.
Probably, yeah.
lead of Terrace. Terrace now up
Unless I
20 grand.
Overbet.
overbet.
You go crazy.
But I have a feeling that my ace could win
Yeah, I could. There's
occasionally.
a chance.
But you'd probably not give up.
You might win
I don't know.
occasionally.
250? So I don't know how I feel about it. Check. Check.
Lot of opportunities here.
Check. 1, 2 river.
There's the 5. Doug with the wheel. Terrace with 5s and 4s to pair with the ace kicker. Terrace reaching for chips. Half-size pot bet, and here comes the boom from Doug.
Raise.
There's the raise.
18.
Doug raises to 1,800.
I don't really like that, but what are you doing? What are you bluffing there, man? Are you value betting something? Did you check a 4? Straight. 6, 8. I have a 5. It's a big bet, too. Six, 8 would make sense.
What do you think, chat? 1 if he calls, 2 if he folds.
Pocket 5's unlikely, because I have a 5. I mean, slow play deuces or something. Do the suits matter? The suits don't matter. Suits don't matter. I think they don't matter. Actually, or maybe they do. Let's see. Is that a good suit to have?
Pretty even
How much?
in chat.
1,800 total. 1,800.
Between a fold and a call.
All right, I'll let this go.
Wow. Gonna lay it down. Thought he was gonna find that call.
What's the secret? I'll
See
find
you
out
on TV, Terrace.
I'll find out on TV. I mean, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
What could you have there?
Could have a few things.
Like,
Couple of traps, couple of rivered straights.
yeah, like
and
Fo-
occasional
folks,
fold.
if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel,
If you think like that.
we try to bring it strong at least 3-4 times a week. This week we're on 5 times
250.
with 2 heads-up challenges, low stakes, mid stakes, and a high stakes. We give you a little bit of
what do you
everything
think
here.
about the way I played that hand?
That's fine.
We'd be honored to have you as part of the Chatsville community.
I wouldn't call either. Fold
So
call.
subscribe to our channel,
Check.
and we will commit
I'm gonna bet 1/3 pot.
Fold.
to bringing it strong every show.
You can't do exactly a third on that board, but it
Well,
doesn't matter.
roughly.
Whatever it is, just you can just double double the 75 you were doing early, and it's fine.
Yeah, like I would have made 300, right?
Pot's 500, so you want to go 150 or 175, whatever one of those.
Folks, we are working on the audio.
It's
We
not bad,
understand
Terry. It's
that
like you should be able to calculate.
maybe cutting out. I would,
There's too much going on, man.
for some of you, sometimes if you exit out and come back in,
Fold.
it will
be a bad
fix the challenge.
Jack 7 off.
Jack 7 is a call.
Knew it. Yeah, I should have called that, but it's Jack 7. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a slam dunk call, but it's
Okay, next time I'll call it.
Okay.
I'll remember that.
all right. Good to know.
You can use that information. Man.
850.
250. Raise 850.
Texas Rattler says exit and come back, fixed it for me. Yeah, 99% of the time. 99.9% of the time, it's a YouTube challenge, and sometimes doing that can fix it. Every now and then, again, it's our problem, and we own up to it.
Where's our aces versus kings, Terrace? It's about that time.
I'm ready for it. I'll take either side.
It's good to know. All right, I'm leaning towards one side, but it's good to have someone that's there for either.
Yeah, I think this is a fold. Still 50, right? God, heads up is tiring, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah, you don't get a break. You're right back in there after every
Just
hand.
constantly,
That makes it
decision
fun,
after
though.
decision. Doyle Brunson, opposite.
Ring gets boring. It's like you have to constantly just fold.
I think it would be nice if you could like switch it up. 1 hour ring, 1 hour heads up. 1 hour ring, 1 hour heads up.
So you could take a breather, basically.
Yeah. Because like I feel like I've been like constantly making decisions for like hours and hours and hours. Even though it hasn't been that long, but ring is. And also I haven't eaten at all today.
You need breakfast.
Well, after we're done.
Fold.
After we're done heads up, how can I eat when we're playing heads up? Like, it doesn't work like that,
It
right?
would be tough. Cool. Thank you. That was good. Appreciate it.
No, I think we're okay for now.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get some food
Folks,
afterwards.
April 9th through the 13th, if you like the 4-card game, we have a PLO Monster Tournament, $100,000 guaranteed, just a $300 buy-in. That's April 9th through the 13th, right here
250.
Call.
at the Lodge Mahal, located in Austin,
Yeah, I'm
Texas.
starting to
Fade.
lose it, attention or whatever you
I
want
see.
to call it.
Check.
I see. You're gonna this is
Pair
your
for both
chance
players
right
here.
now.
All right. Well,
I might miss something on the board. I might miss something. You check?
I checked.
I check.
Check.
Doug also now with the open ender.
Check.
Goes check, check, just 500 in the pot. Doug with another check mark. Middle pair.
Guess that's a call.
King 10.
Got a 10?
Yep.
I got a 5. Is that a bad call or a good call?
Oh, standard. Can't fold a pair for that price.
Yeah, and especially with no action before.
Yeah.
Terrace up 18,800.
250.
He was up, I believe, 22,000 at his peak. So Doug trying to claw back a little
Call.
as we're coming. We're in the third quarter of this.
That's 850, right?
We're actually maybe in the fourth quarter of this. We are in the fourth quarter of this matchup. There's the straight for Doug. And top pair for Terrace. Watch out here.
$600.
Doug flopping the joint. There's the raise from Doug, and this is going to be tough for Terrace. Top pair, gut shot. Doug raises to 2,100. And number 171. Yeah, I can't imagine in any world Terrace gets out of this one. Makes the call. There's the king.
No, I took his
What is that?
2100. I took your 2100.
You took it?
So Terrace now with a pair of jacks and the open ender.
It's on me now, right?
It's on you.
Doug doesn't love that king.
Check.
You got, well, how much do you have there, Terrace? Can you stack real quick?
So 15,
Terrace has Doug covered.
25. I don't know, and this is like what, 10 or something?
Yeah, let's go at 10. Okay, you got me covered.
So
Thank you.
25,
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
35, something
Thank
like
you.
that.
$4,000.
Firing out 4,000. Two-thirds pot size bet. With the straight.
Call it.
Makes the call. To the river we go. It is a club. But Doug with the check mark. 13,900 in the pot.
Check.
Nitty check.
Both going to check, and Doug's going to win a nice one.
What do you have?
Great.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and play the Club
did you
WPT
get
Gold
there?
hand of the night. Let's go
Flopped it.
back to hand number 87. Doug with Jack 10. Flopped the open ender. Doug flopped top two pair.
Flop
Doug
is
goes
great.
all in
Was
here.
that $4,000 call good or bad?
Yeah, standard.
Board pairing 6 on the river.
Good.
Terrace working through it. What could Doug have here to go all in?
Raise,
$850.
But he will make the call.
fold.
And Terrace wins the biggest part of the night, 35,000. That was our Club WPT Gold hand of the night.
It would be the most shocking thing I've ever seen from Terrace in my life if he tried to argue it was going to be a min raise.
I'm like, I was just gonna make it 100.
$250.
Call.
Give me one more quarter.
Oh yeah. Check it.
Doug with the hooks. Terrace now up 11,000. Doug has cut the lead in half the last 20 minutes or so.
Check.
Terrace looking for a 3 or a king, but not the ace. So Doug with another check mark.
Check.
Bet 800.
Check.
There's the call.
Oh, are you serious?
And Doug's starting to make a move here.
Nice hand.
Thanks.
3.5 hours
Nice.
in,
Starting to
Doug
hit.
has not had the
Crazy.
best
Oh, man,
cards
I
to
hate
work
that.
with.
Horrible, Terrace. Hang in there.
And we are about 22 hands
There might have been
remain.
a bit of a crazy call there.
It was a pretty crazy call.
in this
Sometimes
matchup.
having a deuce is good because you don't.
Yeah, I'm blocking it straight.
Yeah, you're blocking the straight, and then there's some pre-flop stuff that happens too. And the king is good. Check.
What I've been told.
Check.
150.
150.
$600.
Racing.
Doug raises here.
Nice hand. Again. Pure ownage. Owned by Doug Polk,
Terrence.
owned by the best.
When you're getting owned by the best and you're up like 20,000, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good day.
Well, I want to be up by more.
Oh,
20,000 is not
Keep
enough.
your chin up then. Keep fighting.
Again. Hand after hand. Nothing is going my way right now at all. Nothing.
Taffy, could I get another Topo Chico with lime? Thank you.
I can't remember the last time I won a hand.
It's been a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and again.
Ooh, I would have
Brunson.
I would have folded too. 50.
You know how many times I got the Brunson hand?
You guys are playing it. It's a sign. It's your
Maybe
destiny.
it's like a sign from above.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play it once.
All right, perfect. Sorry, 250.
We had a Doyle Brunson day here at the lodge.
All right.
Got the old Brunson over there?
If you won a hand with 10
Yeah.
deuce, you got your
Nice.
name put in the drawing for some free money
Decided to play him.
on October 2nd. 10 deuce. We had Doyle Brunson day. That was a fun day.
Not exactly Brunson, but
Shout out Doyle Brunson.
close. Close enough. Man, I can't win a hand, literally.
You're going to win a hand very soon, Terrace.
I can't win a hand.
It's not like I can deny someone from winning a hand.
It's like sometimes you go on these streaks, which
Yeah.
are much longer than you'd expect. Like,
Poker's a tricky
intuitively.
game. Now you know how it was for like the 3 hours before that for me.
There you go.
3 streaks.
Check from down.
How much is in the pot? 500?
500.
175.
Fold.
175.
So Terrace will win with 5 high
Finally,
here.
I win one.
See?
And now he can stop wondering if he could ever win another hand.
And your favorite hand is
Aces.
Ace 4 of hearts.
I'm a big aces guy. Love
I-
about me, Terrace.
I agree with
Big
Doug.
aces guy.
Everybody always says, what's your favorite hand? Queen 9 suited, 10-7. Mine's aces, folks. That's my favorite hand.
Aces is good if you're not afraid to value bet, like on the river, like
Yeah.
in dicey situations.
Yeah. Aces can get dicey.
Yeah, it can get dicey and you value bet, and like some guy calls you with
Or
like,
Lord forbid you get raised.
yeah.
That's the worst feeling. Pre-flop? Oh, yeah. Pre-flop, I like getting raised with aces.
No, I'm talking about the river. Like,
Yeah, the river is much trickier. What kind of garbage are you about to open over there, Terrace?
this kind of garbage.
So we'll go to hand number 181,
Yeah.
getting word that hand number 196,
Okay, come on,
Wait,
give me
actually-
something that's not garbage.
Oh, yeah. It's a button.
where they
Give me Ace 5.
will stop this challenge. So Doug has about 15 more hands
I'll
to
keep
carve
rereading.
into the $9,000 lead. And here we go. Doug with the snowman, Terrace with the hooks.
850.
on hand number 181.
Call. Here we go, Terrace.
Let's play.
Here we go again.
Let's play hand.
All clubs. Terrace with the jack of clubs. Actually, I thought it was all clubs. It is not all clubs. It is king, queen, 4, 2 clubs. There's another club.
Check.
So the king and the queen out there. Are slowing this down for both parties.
$550.
550.
Doug is going to
bet,
make
Terrace.
this call.
Jacks.
Thanks are good.
Terrace is going to take down a $2,800 pot.
Good what? 9?
Eight.
Now he's back to up 11,000 in the challenge.
Handcuffed. Nothing I could do.
You knew that I had it.
Oh, I didn't feel good about calling, but I can't fold eights to a tiny bet in the river. I mean,
I might not have had it. I might have been trying to.
oh, but you did have it.
Well, sure, but,
That's an important caveat here.
but it's a possibility that I
That's
didn't.
very true.
Um, 250.
Call.
250 and a call.
Check.
Doug hits his king.
Check.
Gut shot possibilities for Terrace. Looking for an ace
500.
or a 10. Doug will bet pot size bet here on the turn, and Terrace looks like he's folding, and he does.
Huh. Interesting.
$250.
250.
850.
Raise 850.
Call.
Call 850.
We battle again.
Pocket pairs
Battle
again. Terrace once again with the better pocket pair. He's got the ladies versus Doug's ducks.
$12.50.
Fold.
Doug quickly gets out of the way. Terrace back to 12,000
Another
winner.
pocket pair, Terrace. At deuces.
Could have played
I'm not calling a big bet in the flop with deuces. What's my game plan?
to bluff
hit a
later on.
deuce?
No,
If I
bluff.
want to bluff, I'll float a draw. I'm not going to float deuces.
$250.
Fold.
So after today, we'll be done with our heads-up portion of the week. Jungleman and T1000 yesterday, Terrace and Doug today.
$250.
We'll move on to full ring mid stakes tomorrow, 5-10 with a $10 big blind ante, and Sunday. Spend a lot of time with us at 3 p.m. Central.
Check.
High stakes action at the lodge. We may have our largest viewership ever.
$250. Just like the
It's possible. Both players
Is that what
hit top
I
pair.
have no idea.
Open-ended for Terrace. Doug with backdoor club possibilities.
$1,000.
Fold.
Raise 1,000. Fold.
I had a pair.
Doug quickly
Oh, man, I
folds
had a pair,
there.
too. I had a good pair.
I had a pretty good pair too.
I
But I didn't have a strong kicker.
Oh, I made a great fold in the flop. Nope, that's not true. I had the best hand.
You had the best hand?
Full top pair.
Top pair, top kicker?
No, top pair. I had queen nine.
I had a 9 and 10, I think.
Oh, you had an open ender. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you were doing fine.
I'm small blind, right? Raise.
850.
250, 850, that's on Taurus.
Call.
There's a set of sixes
450.
for Terrace. Doug flops top pair. Ouch. This one's going to hurt.
$18.50.
Raise, 1850.
Call.
Doug makes the call. In a world of trouble here is Doug. How about quads for Terrace? And that's not good for Doug, as he thinks could possibly have helped him. Terrace,
42. 42.
4,200 into 54 with quads. And Doug quickly comes along, drawing absolutely dead.
Blue River. Check. Action on Taurus.
Is there an exit strategy for Doug? Will Terrace go large here with quads? Got called on the turn with a $4,200 bet. Now 13,800 in the pot.
Can you spread the pot a little? You hit the big chips.
He wants to see that.
You checked, right? Just
I
double
checked
check.
you, yes.
Your action.
I'm guessing you have me covered, right?
Yes.
I've got 35, 36. So I got you covered.
Okay, I'm all in.
All in from Terrace.
That is a huge jam here, Terrace. Huge. Yeah, I fold. I am.
And there's the fold. Doug able to get away.
It's four of a kind. It's a good hand.
Terrace
You think it was
shows
a
his
good jam or too
quads.
much?
Way too big. Way too big, I think.
25,000 into
I mean, if
14,000.
I'm gonna jam with something. Might as well jam with that.
Yeah, I guess it's... No, I like small there with sixes. It's just really hard to get called. What am I going to call you with, really?
Pocket kings or something.
Yeah, but if I have kings, I'm going to raise you if you bet small. I was drawing pretty bad in the turn. Thank God the river wasn't a king. That would have been terrible. River top boat. Like, yes. Would have been bad news.
I call.
Terrace now
Maybe
up
jam too much.
19,000 on the day. Both
But the
players
solver sometimes jams like crazy.
hit their jack here.
Jam can't be that bad. I think it's fine. I just prefer betting small there, I think. But
Check.
check.
$300.
Ooh, this is a spicy one. Both players trip jacks. The 8 will play for Doug. Just 1,100 in the pot, though.
$1,000.
Call.
Just a call from Doug.
I have a jack as well.
8 will play.
Outkicked.
Wait, or
Jack 8. Jack 8.
you sure it's okay?
Yeah, 3 jacks, queen 8. 3 jacks, queen 8.
God. This game is so unfair.
Oh,
you have
says
had
the man who
quads in what, 2 hands?
had quads.
God, it's unfair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terrace. Oh, it's just
God.
what a horrible game. You know, he was beating a hand. What are the chances
By a
of that?
little.
What
By
are the chances
We
of that?
both hit a jack.
Very true.
God, that hand could have like went out of control.
If you bet smaller, I would have raised.
Thank God I did. Like,
It worked out. It did work out for you.
like if I bet smaller, you raise, I'm calling out.
15 more minutes, Terrace. Let's get the hands in.
Raise 250.
Say a flop.
See the flop.
Check.
$150.
Fold.
Let's get some hands in. I need one more quads, and I'm happy. But I misplayed the quads. You get them so rarely that you don't get to practice them very much.
That's the problem. That's the big problem. I hate when I get quads in a big pot. It's the worst. Like, oh, I never
Yeah,
practiced
I don't
this.
know. I'm out of practice. I don't know what to do. Like,
Oh, jeez.
850. That's 850, right?
Yes.
25.50.
Raise 25.
Doug with pocket nines. We'll take this one down, and we'll go to hand number 190. We've got 7 hands remaining, folks.
Do you have something?
Yeah, I had something.
Do you have the Doyle?
I did not have the Doyle. I had a much better hand than the Doyle.
Cumulative winnings, Terrace up 17,125.
Instead of 10 deuce.
Yeah, 10-3.
Want to say he was up
God damn it, Terrace.
22,000
Sorry.
at his peak.
You already got lucky with the Jack 7 versus
Doug had gotten
Jack
it
8.
down below
God, I guess
I
10,000.
also got lucky you jammed the 6s because a small
Yeah,
bet,
you got lucky.
a small bet I might have called, but a jam I could easily fold.
Should have bet like 5K or something. Or 6, maybe. 5 or 6K? What do you think?
No, it should have been like 7K, I think. 7K. No,
Okay,
no,
maybe
8K?
I should bet
8K?
like 8K.
8K, I think.
8K.
8K is good.
Two pair for Doug. Gonna fire out 150 into 500, and we'll go to hand number 192. We're tomorrow,
I guess I didn't
3
know your
p.m.
exact
Central.
stack, but
Little
I
5-10
just knew it
with
was
a
way
$10
too
big blind
for my hand.
ante.
Jamming might have been okay.
Two
Wasn't
Kit
it
Kat
like
match
20
the stack game.
Like something like that.
Yeah.
And
Maybe-
Sunday,
yeah,
Sunday,
maybe less.
Sunday,
Probably okay. Yeah, it's probably okay.
3 p.m.
But I need to
Central.
balance it
We'll
out
go
with some
well
bluffs.
into the night
Yeah, it's hard to find bluffs on that board.
for some high stakes Sunday afternoon and night
Yeah, I
poker.
should have bet like 8K. Realistically, I could find bluffs with
Doug
that.
Polk.
Within
Jungleman, Rampage, Hook,
overbet.
3 coin, T1000,
Might be not as good at finding bluffs.
and an appearance
But
by
On the
Mr.
other
Bill
hand-
Perkins. You're not going to want to miss it, folks.
I might
Sunday afternoon,
like bluff,
3
like, feel
p.m.
like
Central
bluffing,
time.
you know, like jamming or something.
And
on
be
TV,
prepared,
you know.
get some
Watch
snacks,
TV.
get a blanket, a pillow, because we'll be here a while.
25.50.
All right, I call. So, yeah,
How much do you have, Terrace? I assume you got like 30-ish behind.
something like that. So this
Okay.
is
It's good to know, something like that.
yeah, close.
Of course, Terrace
are all
hits
my
his
big chips here.
cowboy.
Okay. It's good.
I start by checking,
30-ish, yeah.
just like Phil Hellmuth.
Just like Phil Hellmuth.
Bet.
550.
You made it 25.50 before the flop, right? So there's about 5K in the pot. Just
Yeah, I bet too small. It's a good point, Terrace.
no. I'm just double checking.
For some reason, I was just trying to use my same bet as earlier, but then I realized that's 25.50. But whatever. We'll let it roll.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out why you're betting so small. But okay.
I just told you. Are you li-
Okay.
are you
Yeah.
listening-
Well, I
Are
understand.
you listening to the words I'm saying?
Sure. And I'm saying, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you gave me 600, so I'll give you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I check dark. Because I don't think I have a leading range at all.
Check.
Another king.
Check.
Check.
Terrace
King.
will take this one down.
I don't know if that was a good check.
And now he's up over 20,000 again.
Or tap.
No, but like, do you think it was a good check, or should I try to?
I
I mean, I'm trying to trap you.
Yeah, I'd probably bet, but I don't mind trapping sometimes. I think that was okay.
I want to trap you.
I messed with the flop bet though. That was just be.
I mean, I think it would have worked out the same. I just would have won more. Like, you bet more, I call.
Yeah,
Like, I'm calling with king regardless.
yeah.
250.
Check.
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 Doug's already had one straight flush today.
It's bet 300.
6 of spades for 2 straight flushes in a day. There's the 6 of spades. 2 straight flushes in a day for Doug Polk. And Terrace also with the flush.
800.
Here comes the boom.
$3,600.
3,600.
3,600.
is weird. I have a flush. Jack high flush. I mean, I don't know if I can fold this, to be honest. It's like kind of like the bottom of my range here. Sort of, kind of. Okay, I call.
Makes the call. Doug's going to get paid.
Got one.
Second straight flush of the day
I'd probably fold.
for Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, 36. 36.
And let's see Doug's reaction
I need 800.
when Terrace makes the call.
Thought I was bluffing though, Terrace.
Yeah, I was hoping you were.
Last two hands, Terrace.
Just in time for Doug.
And I wasn't.
Terrace looks so distraught. He's still up heaps.
I
Two
realize
last
it. I
hands.
realize that now.
Yeah.
I realize it too late.
250.
Okay, what if I had a queen? Like, what do I call there with? Like, what's the worst spade do I call there with?
Well, in the ace, you probably have to call, but I'd probably fold underneath that.
Like king, queen, fold?
Just fold those.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that was a misstep there.
$150.
Well, check it.
Doug looking for a lady
800.
or a bet. Terrace with kicker problems.
All right, I go.
Check.
Goes check, check. Terrace will take down the second to last hand, and now we're going to hand number 196.
I was going to bluff diamonds.
This is the last hand of the night.
Hoping it was
I had the ace of diamonds.
Terrace
Yeah,
up
probably wouldn't
17,000 on the challenge.
last hand here, Terrace. Aces versus kings. Here we go. This is it.
This is it. Let's go. I want to win the last hand. I always want to win the last hand. Remember that.
Thanks to our moderators, Jim
extra
Bonix, VW Bug, and Yoda. Thank you to all the employees here at the Lodge. Our production crew, which is the best in the business. The employees over at Odds Bar and Bistro.
You had the Doyle.
But
had the
mostly,
Doyle.
I want to
Good
thank
game,
the
Terrace.
fine people of Chatsville. That means you, and most especially you. Here's the final winnings. Terrace, the big winner. He won $17,175, and this heads-up challenge is over. Folks, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, for a 5-10-10 game. 2K cap match the stack, and then on Sunday, high stakes, 3 p.m. Central. Folks, spend the weekend with us. Here's the largest pots of the day. Hand number 87, when Doug flopped the open-ender, and Terrace flopped top two, $35,000 pot. Then we had a couple close to $14,000 pots. For everybody here at the Lodge, we thank you. It's been my pleasure. Get on out there, play some poker. Hopefully it's at one of our two clubs, either here in Austin or in San Antonio. Take care, everybody.